I started the stream.
Why is the screen doing this? I think there's just something wrong with that screen.
Huh?
No, there's just something wrong. Oh, with this, okay. Yeah, there's something wrong with the, Roll20. So, that's the issue. So I can't, if something's wrong, oh, wait a minute. That's maybe why. No, nope, it's still doing it.
I don't give a I personally don't give a shit.
If it's gonna give you a seizure?
Nah, it's fine. I've got shit going on there, and
it's like spazzing. Roll20 does not want to be screen shared. It's just spazzing. I'm gonna close the. I don't want to have that open right now. I wonder if that fixed it. And why do I have these open? Oh,
it's still blinking.
Yeah, I know. Not sure why it's blinking, but it's blinking. It's blinky. Anyways, let's see. Actually, the first I'm gonna go to is what comically this Eric is doing in the background.
Yes, I think I was, because I think, meanwhile, I was waiting for paperwork.
You were having tea, and this is all the entertainment from this where you were doing, and then someone went to orbit. And came back from orbit. You get the joke, but I mean, like that.
Mm-hmm.
Then he flew off into the forest. Oh, yeah, Stevie Z fights. Go. Wait. It looked like it was mostly just a staring contest, though.
Oh, there's a staring contest?
Well, for a while that's what it was. Then it didn't. The only reason why it was stalling was because of something else going on in the background. Thanks to a certain pair of nerds elsewhere. See, I'm trying to remember what's going on. Other than, I think it would be... Generally, was kind of just barely in the morning when that actually, Alex would have seen all that shit. I'm like, yeah, so... But remember, they're at the river, if you remember. What you're doing.
Yeah.
So... My brain already forgot your name.
Who? Aria?
Aria. Yeah.
Would be like that.
Yeah. have no idea of anything weird, anything strange happening back anywhere in the around the world, anywhere. You're just traveling through a desert.
He's traveling through the desert. That's my
Completely
favorite.
unaware of the chaos. Other than a few times that your traveling companion kind of casually looks at this guy like, and this like, let's tell a long sigh and took a long drink of his Coke.
They're traveling through the desert.
You know, Ross, you're one person that looks like a detective that's completely out of place. That's traveling with Eric. You heard what I said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. He knows what's going on around him, but he's just not bringing it up to you because it's not relevant to your character. It seems like after a bit, because the reason why he dies because it means it stops. I think your character was asleep and he was awake during all that chaos. Because it was nighttime. Going nighttime. Because we were setting up for camp, if you remember. Before you started needing to travel again.
Mm-hmm.
And when the sun starts to rise, what's his name still awake? You're not too sure if that guy even sleeps.
Probably not.
He runs in Coca-Cola. That was a joke out of character, but you get the idea why it's funny. I guess he just gives you some random things to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Even though these things are not things from your time period at all.
That's good.
Like a protein bar.
Yeah, we don't have those here yet.
But it's one that doesn't taste like crap.
Oh, that's good.
You know, the high quality ones.
Yeah.
And some, option of even having a soda, a water, or one of those.
Desert, I would like to have water, please.
Or a Gatorade.
That too.
I think it's because he doesn't know what they are, so yes for them. This seems the most normal. Let's offer them.
Bro's gotta get to our world. He's still in his.
Man's
Gatorade.
running out of Coke. Same with me. I need some Coke.
His Coca-Cola. He literally had one of those glass bottles of Coca-Cola, but he also had a bottle. He had a bottle of Gator. He had a bottle of Gatorade as well. But he also offered him a normal bottle of water.
Coca-Cola, yeah, that's what I was talking about, yeah.
No, I'm gonna shove Coke up your ass in a second. You want it that badly. The weird, funny blue rocks. Anyways. Oh, that's Crystal. No, that would be math. Take that back.
No, I love it.
Anyways, I guess once you Eric up his very bizarre meal.
Yes.
He does make a comment. And really, whenever you are, that's what he says.
Oh.
As
Yeah,
you just casually-
let's head on out.
as he just magically just picks up camp.
Alright. What else could you do, Magic Man?
You know you are a magic man yourself, you just don't know it. That was out of character.
Fireball.
Adventure through the desert. Do, 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 do. I think you only have like about one whole another day traveling. If I can get the thing. I'm on the wrong location on the map. So we need to get to that pip still. Meanwhile, I think, this is, generally, it's kind of going to be oddly peaceful because of the, if it's spazzing, I'm sorry. I can't figure out why it's doing that.
Yeah, that's all good.
It's just some reason Roll20 doesn't want to behave itself right now.
That's unfortunate.
I'm still watching because I don't mind.
So, right now, if you want to know where you were, I can just do the focus ping.
Yeah.
You're over there. There you go. Because I think I put you on that map. Yeah, I did.
What, the big one?
Yeah, the big map that looks like the world map.
Yeah.
Is where this is where you're generally
okay.
in this area.
Okay, cool.
You're going to be generally in that area. But you don't have to be on the map, but you're generally in that area.
Alright, cool. No, I would like to at least know where what.
You're in the, I'm going to say, this oranges little area right there. And the place you're trying to go to is that little pip in the middle of the desert.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh, I hate sand. Coarse and rough and it gets everywhere.
In places where you don't want it to.
Always gets in the hidden places.
Yeah.
And I think that, in this situation, I know you got to the first water area. What is Aloric's gonna do in this situation? Because he got to the first river.
I guess he'll get out of it. Not get out. He'll get out of the wagon.
You realize it's a spider now. But it is a wagon.
He's gonna avert away from it. It's like,
It's meant for off-terrain travel.
This is a pretty wide river. We aren't gonna be able to cross with this thing, are we?
Well, kind of. I would have to extend have the legs extend, and still the claws. But we still should make something make a certain indication that we should have something possibly eventually made at this area by making indicators where you want to put stuff at.
Well, yeah. I feel like first we should probably find a more narrow part of the river if we're gonna put something here to get across. No?
That's going to be a pain. Let's see. You... 1 second. You just he just pulls out some random, stick that he can extend, and he goes like,
I was gonna either walk down the river I could also
Sorry,
fly.
I'm just checking out.
I keep forgetting I can fly. In some way.
I know. I'm just checking how deep this area actually is. This actually isn't that bad of a location. Might need to be better to scoot it over a little that way more.
Down over here.
Let me get to the. I need to go back to your map. Is it?
Down
Nope, not
here.
there. It's something like somewhere around there, or somewhere, or just a bit over. But the next area might be.
Here.
Seems more shallow, but somewhere around in that area. But seems to dip again further on because maybe there's a. I think there might be a small lake over there. That direction.
Would it be better to do it closer to the lake? Be a pretty far away lake. Or that this scale here is inaccurate right now.
I know it isn't.
I made that scale under false pretenses. This is probably like the first version of the map. I'm making some edits in the little areas.
I know we're about it later. It's just a placeholder for now until you actually have the. So I had something here because I instantly deleted it. And I had.
I guess he'll go. Well, that would be still pretty far. That'd probably be like a couple miles away down this way. Several miles down that way.
He's doing some calculations, like, this seems like the beat, because if we want to put a support in the middle, it would be exactly around in this area. Because there seems to be a sturdier area in the middle in this area.
Here or down where we actually are right now.
Where are you, in the middle where you are.
Alright.
Indicating.
I guess I will. What I could do.
Okay.
Let's get a big log and put it down here. In the mud. The riverbank.
Or I can do something else. As long as someone doesn't freak out from seeing it, but I don't think. Mostly, let's see, here's that stupid thing.
James?
He comes out, and then he just pulls out this weird looking device.
I was gonna have you, get a log, big, like, a tree trunk, I guess. A tree.
I can't carry that, but, don't worry about it, I have got something that, it might look a little interesting, but it's just gonna be a placeholder for the time being.
Well,
I'm gonna put a transparent imitation bridge here, so we know it's here. Don't ask how I'm doing that. Because he's pretty much making a fake, like, pretty much you know how you make a blueprint in a video game where you want to put something there?
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, that's what he's doing.
I was gonna survey the area. I was gonna just quickly survey the area a bit.
But the model he chose actually doesn't look. It looks very commonly used bridge, but it looks like a blue colored. You know, like what blueprint paper usually is,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a 3D. But it's like a blue, almost like you don't know what it is. but out of character, it would look like a hologram of what a bridge usually would be. There. Well, right there. That size, style.
That's
And
fun, I guess. Yeah.
I think because since how this bridge is, I think a stone one might be better.
That would take a lot more engineering. I'll
Yeah,
I'll
or a mixture of both, one of the two. Anyways,
I'll figure out a design on the way down. On the way further along.
I do know there's another on that map you gave us. There's another one, but there is a thinner area that we would have to go around that lake. But I don't want to do it.
I took it further this way.
I do know there's another because he does have a map, because he like comically it has another version of the map, but it's like a digital version of the same map. Don't have
I don't want to know what you are.
Because he already know what digital shit is after what he told him. Which, meaning having things without being paper seems a little bit more convenient. More Alaric will notice is after a bit.
Alaric would prefer physical things.
I know, but
Doesn't matter for the convenience of it.
I know, but he's just having it because you have the map and up the area in your bag, and so he doesn't want to personally grab it out of your bag because it's your personal area. So that he just pulled out a copy of it, a digital copy of the same thing.
Well, I thought there wasn't a local map of this area yet because this area is unpopulated, right?
Yeah, but remember, he's a divine, so he has a relevant of the entire world itself. If you get the idea. So he more likely has, like, a map out of the planet, and then regions and that stuff. And also tiny areas if he wants to. Or, data of a location, if he wants to. Only reason why he's more interested in this area, because you are paying a lease on it. That's why he's focusing in on that. Because you notice the thing he has, it's like a atlas. Like a digital atlas of your planet.
You just point in the direction. I don't need to see it physically.
Sure. No, I'm just trying to calculate a location from my visualization. Even though we have to deal with this thing right here, but we might where is it? If you do a road, it might be best to do it from this direction around this way, so we don't have to deal with this little lake over here to this point. Because it has another location like that in that area. That's what he says to him.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, he's pointing. In other words, he's other words with my ruler. Generally. So.
I see. I'm visualizing it in my head.
He's pointing out that direction, somewhere out that way. There's a area similar to where they are that would be perfect for another bridge. Because it's the most shallow area of the river. Now it's this little corner over here.
Yeah, let's just
out of character if you get what I mean by that.
Let's
get
across. Unless we don't.
To that location.
Do we need to build a bridge, or is it fine without a bridge?
I'm just gonna leave the vigil blueprint there. Even though it's hilarious. Even though I shouldn't, but I don't care. Not like anyone lives out there.
I will understand if we put a marker here.
Okay, fine. Let me just change this to a little... This gets a... You know, like one of those little, like shrunk down, like, bridge indicators you get on something? That's what he did instead.
I was gonna say just put a trunk here.
I don't think... I'm not feeling like taking down a tree right now is a good idea.
In fact, it'd be funny if, like, Veska or whatever was nearby, and she's like, wait, did someone say they needed a tree kicked down? I'll do it.
Yeah, how about this? Just, you know, picks up a stick that's laying on the ground, big stick that's laying on the ground, just sticks in the mud. Does that work?
I'm still gonna leave the indicator. Just in case something takes the stick.
Or someone.
It's not like, you know, I may be a dog, but doesn't that mean I'm gonna take the stick like that?
I don't know.
Unlike others, I am above my primal instincts.
Not you. I was referring to, I don't know. There's like a lot of other weird things around here that makes me a little questionable what they're going to be dealing with further on in.
We're not gonna be dealing with wolves, are we?
No. Something about that tree that's over there.
We'll deal with it when we get there.
Big trees usually equal...
I have a question. Do you know what a treant is?
I'll figure it out eventually.
Veska's like, she's thinking, this is going to be hilarious.
And, okay. Let's get back into my spider wagon. Anyways.
Yeah, guess she followed her back into the thing too. She's like,
You're still here?
She's like, yep, she's like, yes, I want to stick around to make sure that little bite injury doesn't get infected again.
Or have it, or anything else. I don't know, because that was not a fun thing. That could have gotten you wrong.
Very well. If you must.
So, why she hasn't woken up?
Who?
Veska's like, wait, who? It's funny, they both ask the same thing. They're like, who?
Your certain maid you brought with us.
What?
I thought she was fine.
He'll rush into the wagon.
And meanwhile, Veska's like, well, fuck. I forgot about the maid.
I checked her, she was fine. Something else is going on.
He'll check on her.
Well, even though she wasn't infected or anything, but she does have a fever.
Oh.
Veska's like, don't worry.
No.
I can help with this.
Well, I'm to pull out the emergency shit. Open safe.
We're going to stay here until she's better.
Yep.
I don't want to be on the move if she ain't feeling well.
And she, like, looks at her husband and she's like, she's like, I could have sworn there was a berry for this.
I have a concoction of normal berry juice and Tisha Bear juice. It might help with the whatever she's fighting.
Is she awake right now, or is she currently unconscious?
She's in a fever-like state, like unconsciousness.
Okay, he's gonna hold on to her hand. Like that, like double hand grasp, you know? One hand on the palm, other hand on top.
Like he said, he does have that, and gently, just need to gently have this be dripped into her mouth. It'll boost her immune system, also gently cleanse the whatever bacteria or old whatever jerk of the infection that's been going on in her system.
Whatever needs to be done.
As he gives the bottle to, I guess, Veska, the bottle of the juice, as well as a dropper.
What she's going to do, she's going to take it and she's going to start doing the dropper method. She's like, and do it tongue,
so she doesn't choke on it, that's why.
Uh-huh. And she's like, and then Veska points out a real life fact out of character that's kind of interesting. She's like, did you know that if you apply medicine directly under the tongue, it absorbs faster than if you put it on top of the tongue? And
Please,
it will immediately get into her blood.
Please, Veska, just
It's actually useful information.
I just wanted
just in case this ever happens, and also this helpful information if we are not around.
This is the sort of thing you could tell me afterwards.
Okay.
I just wanted to be feeling better.
What she does is she takes the bottle and she aims the nipple part of it like underneath the tongue. She starts squeezing juice out under the tongue, and she basically tilts what's her face's face a bit to where it won't fully run out, but it won't drown her either.
But it's just careful. That's what it's like. He's just sitting there thinking. He might need that full vial, because it isn't a concentrated version of it.
And she's like, I know. It's gonna be fine. And she's like, don't worry, Alaric, she's gonna be fine.
She better be.
And Veska's like, look, I have never had a patient that I couldn't tell. So don't worry. And it'd be funny like a voice.
What's funny? What's weird? What's funny with Alaric's his connection to what's funny? Moments later, though, what's his face was outside. They realized they hear James collapse outside.
Wait, what?
I think someone may have caught what she had. Be right back.
Okay.
I think, remember, out of character, Alaric's his connection to Aranis made him immune to diseases. Let me see. I'm gonna do it. Did they catched? Can you check for, this won't heal anything. Can you check to see if there's any bug bites on her after you get done applying her the medication?
She applies it, and then she checks the litter. She uses magic to scan everywhere for bug bites. Yeah.
She appears to have a mosquito bite.
She grimaces. She goes, her like claw face goes pale a little bit, and she's like, "There's the mosquito bite."
Yeah, but there's also a dead mosquito. It is tried to bite someone else, but when it someone, it kind of killed them. And realized the last person it bit was actually him, Alarix. Guy trying to eat it.
She pulls out some tweezers. She pulls out the mosquito, perfectly encapsulated preserved mosquito. She's like, "This tried to bite you, Alex."
We got a skeeter. That's nice. I'm gonna gently bring our magic cat man back in here. Ernest is actually not affected by this either. This is annoying. I hate mosquitoes. That reminds me. Is that the rugburn fever?
Is that
Yeah,
like
that is. That's what that is. It's Horace's version of the yellow fever.
Alrix is gonna step outside, and he'll touch the ground and use
The key.
no,
Because what it has something, they have picked up something, an insect or something that had what is it,
yellow fever?
equivalent of yellow fever.
he'll use Galader's tower.
Put that outside
at 4th
nearby.
level, which will give him a 3-story tower. Warm and dry
For 20
inside,
crap.
no matter conditions,
For a while.
for
guess
24
we're gonna-
hours.
Well, I think isn't the thing like unless you cast it at 9th level?
What?
I could have sworn there was some structure spells that when you cast them at 9th level, they became permanent structures.
This kind of structure, in the description,
usually
you have to keep it up for a year before it becomes permanent.
Ah, I see.
So basically, if within like 24 hours, if Alrix casts again, it'll be up again for another 24 hours.
Oh, but that would mean like, oh man, you'd have to do this so many times though. That's ridiculous.
I know. But there's also some things that would cause it to be permanent, but matters by level and also what you're doing.
So he'll place that down. I was working on a map for it. I just don't have it. I haven't finished.
Okay,
I
right.
haven't
fine.
finished. I just need to send it off to you.
I can't do. I rather not do it when I don't actually
I
have
know.
it frankly given to me yet.
Yeah.
Well,
I wasn't
that's
expecting something like this to happen, so I didn't send it off yet.
So, Grembin, fever is pretty much yellow fever.
And Vasquez like, I thought the beetles were supposed to be extinct.
No.
He'll go back
Not
to the
you-
wagon and be
not-
like,
Remember we're in the pre-medieval age, woman.
I have a tower
And that's
outs-
the and no, mosquitoes are not all gone.
I have a
You're talking to. Anyways,
I have a tower outside.
yeah. I guess we're gonna be
It's-
staying here for till we get them back to health, because
It's
Bremen
maybe
fever
better
is
there.
the. I remember that shit. Lucky it doesn't do anything to me, but sadly it's horrible for everyone else.
Vasquez like,
He'll
Vasquez snickers. Vasquez
He'll,
like,
pick up Nazetta.
and Vasquez like,
I got-
you know what? You know, it's a good thing I have an item that protects me from disease.
Anyways, can you give me another one of those bottles for my special storage? That's kind
She thought. She does. She's like, I think we might need more than one.
yeah. But one dose is enough to actually treat this, though. As long as they don't get bitten again.
Yeah, but I have a feeling since they're mosquitoes, there's a high chance that they will get bitten again. Nah.
Yeah, but also, like, that means we're gonna have to do treatments constantly till they're immune. Because that's gonna be fun, which is gonna take about the whole entire day.
And Vasquez is like, man, I miss the future
I can
when
spend
those
that
things.
time, working on the bridge.
You know the berry that looks, tastes like a lemon? Like lemonade.
Okay.
That can actually, it can build immunities to things like illnesses and also allergies. Well, if you're constantly exposed to it. But if you're coexisting along with the peach berry juice, that's what I've been giving. That's what I use also for disinfectant. But it can actually eventually I'll treat the symptoms where they are not going to be so bad to the point where it cleans it out of the system. But every time they re-get it again, their body has a higher chance of being it doesn't do anything. That's what Malik says. Eventually. So these are both natural, actually, things that exist in the world. You just have to find them. Sadly, normal berries only grow in semi-lush desert areas. Is only problem.
You'll take Nazetta outside and
bring her into the gun tower.
Yeah, bring her into the tower.
Yeah, we're going to be doing this for a while till they wake up. And this, because even if they are awake, they're going to go through this treatment for a while because they're going to be groggy, and then we're going to be dealing. This is going to be fun. Lucky, the kid isn't going to be affected by this because he's a potling spare. And the only reason why you're fine because you're connected to him. Look at you, turd. Benefits of being champion usually are resistance or immune to certain things. It usually affects other people. I think that's somewhat convenient. Anyways.
Yeah.
And at least you'll know something's wrong around you. Well, at least you could stab something or help somebody if that ever happens. Anyways. Especially if they're people you care about that are sick with whatever it is. Anyways.
And Vesca's like, I missed the feature that got the feature timeline. That one feature time that got erased, where we didn't have to worry about these mosquitoes. This sucks.
It's because don't worry, there's a mosquitoes are annoying.
And she whispers to him, "How did we kill off those things again?"
They were killed off at one point. By accident. It was done by accident. And realized we shouldn't have done that because we caused it to we accidentally killed off a whole bunch of fish by accident.
You did what?
She's like, no.
She just read.
No, we're just talking now. Don't worry about it.
He's just like, Bellic doesn't really want to do it that way because the last time they did it, they instantly killed off a fish. That preyed upon them is the only reason I guess the mosquitoes are more than normal. Is there a fish that usually eats them?
Vesca's like, yes.
And usually makes it why they're not so. Is something overfishing something?
Probably.
Maybe it is.
Well, How about the Festians?
No, wrong region. We're in the our kingdom. There is some. What other species around in our area would actually eat fish? Because we eat whatever, but we usually disposably serve. We mostly have a semi-vegetarian diet. So they actually are treating them while they're talking about this story, because we're trying to figure out they notice there is an issue with because there is a creature that does eat these mosquitoes. It's a fish that actually it's referred as a pistol fish, or the fish that spits water.
Mm-hmm.
It's a relative that's similar to it on Earth, that actually eats mosquitoes, as well as their larvae. So there's usually not as many. And then he actually does I'm gonna put one of these berries right here on the entrance of your tower. You notice that he just squishes this berry around the edge of it? It smells very pungent. These mosquitoes don't like the smell of it. I know you don't like the smell of it either, but unless you want them to come inside.
That's fine, I guess, yes.
And the berry I'm referring to it's called Esper. It's the anti-paralyzing berry from Pokemon. They seem to not like it, the smell of it. There we go. I have to remember to apply that once every 8 hours though. Yeah, there is a lot of them. Excuse me, mosquito, you're not gonna get anything out of there. I am this crystal. Squishes it. Anyways. See. Yeah, what is this? Why is the
I wait for the world to experience the Black Plague. That'll be fun.
Yeah, guys, welcome to the Black Plague arc.
Or something, other words, the yellow fever. That sounds like fun.
No, it's the yellow fever epidemic. Next thing someone's like, death to mosquitoes, and no! Destroys half of the ecosystem.
Yeah, but it's not generally here. It's anywhere. It's not standing water here. They're just not as common here, but it's just happened to be some areas near this area, because it's not really a marsh here. It's actually just jungle. And there still would be some mosquitoes in this area, but not as many. But happened to out of luck that there was this happened to gone through an area.
Bad luck. Finally, we rode bad luck, right?
Hey, out of all the shit this during the trip, you you get the most you get the little you get attacked by something. You get attacked by a fucking. Is that thing a bacteria or a virus? I can't remember. I think it's a virus.
What, the Spanish,
What
did you say it was, like?
Yellow fever.
I don't know.
Bourbon fever is supposed to be similar to the yellow fever. Isn't the yellow fever also they start to yellow at the skin because it attacks, I think, the liver or something? Or can you think I remember?
That sounds like it's gonna be fun. Hey, any rest of you wanna go to the swamp of us?
You dirty my swamp!
Hey, Eric, come on down to the swamp.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'll pass. I'm not trying to get whatever y'all got. Thanks.
Hey, that's one little downside of going in places that's not been charted. You can get random diseases.
You'll enjoy.
Cat fox.
Sure, it is fun here.
Oh yeah, sure, very fun.
The mosquitoes are very friendly.
Yeah, to you maybe.
Oh, come on. Still water is the perfect place to go swim in.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, why don't you turn that place into a resort and
Heck yeah,
tell me how much
great
business you
idea.
get.
Thank you for the
Yep.
idea.
Yep.
A random ship. And like, after we just had the weird, interesting info there, mosquitoes. Derman fever. Pretty much yellow fever. I'm kind of curious. Oops, don't spell it wrong. Oh, it's a virus.
Oh. Is that better or worse?
Fuck viruses.
Oh, Lucky's just the earliest stages where it's just. Oh no. This is lucky they haven't gotten all the other stages of it yet.
Yeah, so he'll take the Zed up
They
to
got
the top floor where the bedroom is.
Yellow, other name, also called Yellow Fever. Other names, Yellow Jack, or the Yellow Plague.
There really isn't many. There's literally one bedroom in here, and one couch, and maybe two couches. So some of you might be sleeping on the floor. Or you can go back to your astral godly plane to sleep. Whatever you feel is better.
The general pain areas, abdominal and muscle pains, whole body, chills, fatigue, fever, loss of appetite.
I know. You should have to make me feel better. Listen off all the symptoms.
Why is there lucky there's no nausea or vomiting?
That doesn't make me feel much better either. If you please just set James on the bottom couch there.
Yeah. Hi. Can I check your arm? Okay. Huh? Don't worry about it. 110. Okay.
What's going on?
Nothing. Where did take that from?
It's so funny. Gilbo's getting therapy.
Well, someone's
she's
feeling
getting couples therapy for one.
And then someone's dealing like, well, I'm dealing with a miniature pandemic that might be a full-blown pandemic.
It's funny, Gilbo. I just mentioned Gilbo asking
It's
kids.
actually not that far away from some places if you think about it.
Yeah, Gilbo's
Right.
here in like single person couple therapy, and Alex is over here, like on the verge of like breaking down when Nazetta is sick.
If someone told Gilbo this, she'd be like, "Yes, karma."
Um, yeah, and also
Gilbo,
remember
like,
actually, because it does have the thing that's similar, but it is only thing that's different between it. Sort of reason why it's called Brim is because of the colorization. Instead of it being yellow, it's like a start to turn more. I think it's more of a reddish colorization the person gets.
They're gonna be fine though, right?
Yeah, as long as we keep giving them the freaking. Long as we give this stuff to them every 4 hours.
Alright.
she's like, yeah, it should be. Unless she gets bit again, then we're gonna have to do this all over again.
Hate mosquitoes. Lucky I don't.
This is why when I told somebody that they were gonna try to do something about the mosquito thing in the future timeline, that they should have attacked the virus, not the insect.
Yeah, but the only reason why I think I know what the problem is, but I think it's related to the population of fish. And it was the same problem last time.
Yes, because who was overfishing it last time?
A civilization we keep on forgetting to correct the issue about because it happened in the alternate timeline also before.
Which one did I forget?
It's I don't know. It's one of the groups that do it, but they also are, they can carry multiple different diseases, and this has happened to be one of them.
Which species is causing it?
There's actually 3 different diseases that are carried by the mosquitoes. There is the scale rot disease. Is also carried by the mosquitoes as well, which can affect all reptilian individuals or individuals with scales. And Remra fever affects everybody else. As the Remra fever does not actually affect our draconic individuals. The other one does. And as I think this about the calculation situation, yes, it's the same dum-dums. Which they're...
What species?
Well, not all of them, it's a group of them.
A subgroup of what? Being extremely vague.
It's what scales... it's a certain scaled variant. It's a dragonborn sub-variant.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Not all of them is one certain group.
She, messages Lomo, Lomo, can you go deal with this bullshit?
That's not the... Taking them out isn't the issue. Education is the issue.
That's why I'm sending Lomo, because she's a scientist.
I know. But that's like...
She'll also strangle them if they don't listen to her. So she's the perfect teacher to send over there. Because how do you get stupid people to listen? You smack the shit out of them until they listen.
And also, these one of the few civilizations are still in the tribal stage.
Ernest?
Yes?
Could you stay here and watch over Nozetta for me? I'm gonna step outside to get my mind off things, and I guess if we're gonna be here for a little bit, I suppose I should work on a bridge, right?
Yeah, you know where it needs to be because of the indicator.
Yeah,
Even if you don't like it.
it's fine.
At least it gives you a shape.
I have it as I've worked on a design for it.
I know, but I just gave a simple shapes, so that's most common people use. Anyways, that are usually it's a very strong shape too.
And I guess you'll go and work on design for the bridge. What would I roll again for that?
That would be you need to do intelligence with craft, then you need to do then you're doing a blueprint, right?
Yeah, blueprint.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, it would
intelligence
be
craft.
yeah, it would be
Intelligence craft
first.
and dexterity craft.
Yeah, because you would be pretty much you're making a blueprint. Intelligence, and then you'd be
wow.
doodling it on paper. Your brain cells don't want to work right now, does it?
I mean 21 is still pretty good, right?
Yeah, it's fine. It's good enough. Because you do have a decent roll. It's decent quality. Because that's not the problem. Is at least you got a good idea. But can you put it on paper though? Yeah, you can. So it's readable.
Yeah.
So anyone can actually read it just fine. If you give it to someone else, they'll completely understand what you're doing and giving them. So it doesn't look like a 2-year-old do it.
Yeah, he's had that problem in the past.
It actually looks like the actual blueprint. Anyways. Well, everyone's dealing with the individuals inside. Meanwhile, like, But, well, I guess Eric's just enjoying his time in this going through the desert. It's still wondering, like, and then you remember this guy kind of deters creatures wanting to say hi.
Dude's he's probably a god, so you know I'm not gonna worry. I'm just gonna keep to myself, and you know.
But you have a very interesting bodyguard.
He's like, you walk through the desert and you see a bunch of bandits, and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna rob them."
The bandits on the other bandits wouldn't know who he is, but animals would.
It's like, "Oh, you gonna
Bandits
rob
would
them."
actually I don't. If there was any scary animals nearby that tried to attack them, the animals would come over to help and attack the bandits. Because, want to know why? Because he's connected to life.
Oh.
Just let you know. That's why.
A bunch of bandits pop out. I was like, "Oi!" It's like, "Oh no!"
Oi. They get chased.
Then
by
they
a
just
dragon.
get fucking
guess-
dog piled on by a bunch of worms and shit.
That popped out of the sand. The reason why the animals are leaving them alone is because he might be connected to life. Is why.
Yeah. You explained that.
And that's why they don't have any interest. It's like, nah, leave them
No,
alone.
no thanks.
And that's maybe why he has this weird aura that seems to keep you from getting fatigued from the weather.
Dude is aura farming.
Hey. At least you're comfortable.
That's true.
Well, but you still need to drink water and that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, at least you don't lose hydration faster than normal.
True.
Yes. He's a perfect travel buddy. It's actually out in the middle. It's actually out in the middle of the wilderness. So where you go? Or especially if there's someone connected to nature, the same thing will happen. Animals will also leave you alone.
I sure hope so.
Yeah. It's kind of funny. The individuals connected to nature would, the entities or even champions would also, if they're really, they will.
I'm just
really funny.
I just imagine an even funnier scenario. So he goes to the desert, and then, like, if he had a nature individual with him, they just whistle, and then they just use the fucking worm to tunnel through the plow through the surface of the sand to go even faster. like some kind of fucked up conveyor belt through the sand.
Yeah, but he didn't want to cheat. He could easily just have one of those creatures and they can casually ride on it and go faster, but he's like, nah.
Bruh. Could have been there by now. Dude is
it's
Omega tier lazy.
Yeah, but only for, like, there's a reason. He has his reasons why he's just not motivated. But he's just, at least, there's still a few reasons.
Well,
But at least he's taking you there.
that's true. I'll give him that.
Kind of a sad reason why he's having issues being motivated.
Well, therapy. Go to therapy.
Thank God, it's
Definitely
therapy.
Meanwhile with Gilbo, she's like, maybe when I do get my own land, maybe I should just take the individuals that I just laid the eggs of and just take them with me.
Yeah, fine. Want to.
And she's
I
like,
think your papers
What
will
a
be
great
here.
therapist.
and she's like, because ironically, I don't want them being raised around Alarix because I don't want them to think that going around from woman to woman is okay. Yeah, when they grow up.
Well,
He's a
let you
horrible,
know.
because that's a horrible influence.
I do know your paperwork's supposed to get here about around a little bit afternoon.
He's like, that's in how many hours?
It's like, it would be right now. Oh, my clock's all fucked up. Calls out a digital device.
He's like, what time is it?
We have about 4 hours.
Fuck. Yeah.
I mean, it's like kind of classified as like a little bit. It would be kind of like 10 in that area, a.m. Where she is.
She's like, I just want to get my papers, get something so I can go talk with the actual king, and then buy some land so I can grab my hatchlings and just move away. He's like, 'cause don't get me wrong. At first I loved Alarix, but for some reason after I got my memories, it's made me really not okay with the shit that he does. Almost like me getting my memories made me have a 360 flip and realize what's going on is fucked up.
Hmm. I do know there's going to be a lot of interesting changes, but nothing I can do about it at the moment.
And she's like, I don't know. But it's gotten to the point where if Alex dies, I don't think I care anymore. And if the old me was hearing what the current me is saying, she'd think I'm out of my frickin' mind.
Anyways, I do know. Nothing I can. Well, it's still your choice, but I do know you're gonna have to start with scratch with what you have, and you also have to interact with every single town to make sure they're actually, before you actually think about doing anything.
What, before I think about ruling?
No. Changing anything or building anything.
And she's like, yeah, I guess. I mean, I got a lot of platinum pieces. I don't think I'll have to worry for a while.
Like I said, if you want to have a, not money-wise, I was saying, if you want a property built, you still would have to interact with everyone.
She's like, I know. She's like, it doesn't need. She's like,
And where?
It doesn't need to be. She's like, because I know it doesn't need to be anything big or overly grand. It just needs to be big enough to where I can have somebody at least stay with my hatchlings and watch over them. That isn't Alarix.
That's right. And also, when you do get over there, you would have to talk to each of the individuals that actually watch over those lands over there.
She's like, I wonder what species are over there. Kind of curious.
Most, well, on the border, well, you have a few. Mostly is Popping Spirit species. Then we have a few species that do reside within the same area that are tribal.
She chuckles never sees like, well, at least there aren't talking horses, right? She's like, right? Oh god, there aren't there?
Not just that. We have quite a few other species that are tribal.
No.
No, even worse, talking
That's-
zebras.
Oof.
Oh no, because with the equestrian individuals, there are talking zebras. I fucking forgot about that.
There's also some anthropomorphic animal individuals that reside in that region as well.
And she's like, oh boy. It's just like, and let me guess, are they xenophobic?
No.
Oh,
That is what tribe you interact with.
That's where I need to live and settle down. Shit.
where you end up deciding to live among tribals that stay in a civilized place because your husband is a man whore.
That matters by civilization. Like, some of them are, and some might try to, well, you're not edible.
No, I'm wrong. Well, I mean, the equestrian dragons might try to take a chunk out of me. Just remember, those guys eat gems.
Yeah, they do. And they're still around. Anyways.
So they're the only real threat to me.
And let you know, they're way bigger than your typical dragons, too.
I know. I know some of them are human-sized, but, like, a lot of them, a good number of them aren't. A lot of them are much bigger.
Some can be colossal.
Here's advice. When you see a colossal dragon, boop it and run. Because that's all you can do.
We still have issues with them not understanding, because they don't actually speak Draconic. They speak something else.
Do they at least understand Common?
No.
Oh, good. What language do they speak, and can you teach it to me?
I'm not too sure. They have their own language called, it's just called Emis, is what it's called.
Do you know someone who can teach it to me? So I can actually frickin' speak with them?
You have to cooperate with her.
With who?
The Oracle.
Wait, which Oracle?
The one that you're going to be planning the purchase of the land where she resides.
What, the nature chick?
No. This is a Titan.
Oh, cool. Yeah, because if I can learn the dragon language from her, I can get them to stop eating the popping spears.
She already kind of does, but, well, only in her area.
Oh man, if I could find the leader of the actual dragons themselves, I could explain the situation.
Yeah, but it's the only reason why there's some... But he can't get all of them to listen. Only some will. Is because some of them don't believe. So they... Sorry. It's because, let you know, the dragon clans are kind of divided because of the incident.
Oh no, what happened?
You get the idea. Because of that incident of her communicating with them that one time, a while back ago. After you guys were too busy dealing with things, she went to go. She got annoyed that they keep on eating her people. And finally, because she actually knew their language from the... Don't worry, ask how she knew it. She just knew it. There's only other individual that knows that language. Hasn't been available for a while.
Angelus?
And now there's a little conflict going up there. It's just something to do with the mountainous region of that area. And the volcanic islands in that areas where those dragons are.
And she's like, I realize I have a shit ton of, I have a metaphorical shit ton of amber and like, think amethyst in my bag, and no one to sell it to. Then
and
again,
remember, these dragons eat them like food. Anyways.
Maybe if a worst case scenario comes, I can use that to barter for my life.
Or distract them so you can run away. Huh?
Or, if worse comes to worse, I might get kidnapped and used as a food farm.
That's a fun scenario.
They're like, ooh, this delectable cheese amber comes out of this creature's ears. Fun. She's gonna be like, oh no. They know my secret. Next thing you know, there's gonna be Snarvin plantations.
And like, then like, I wonder why has she not paid her taxes? Because she got kidnapped by dragons.
It's like, how? It's like taxes are mounting. I think the king would forgive that if that happened. Like, I couldn't pay taxes because I was hostage. Because I was a POW. Even though we're
by MS Dragons. By picking up dragons. What type of dragon? The MS Dragons.
Oh, the one dragon, sir.
That eat gemstones.
Yeah. So you still coming into work though?
And she's still trapped there. Oh.
Just imagine the sandwich shop, meanwhile, has like a shit ton of money at some point. They're like, she needs to come back and get it. But at that point, I think what's her face would just have like an emissary or something go over there and get the money for her.
Chaos at its finest. Meanwhile, back to focusing.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I guess. Meanwhile, just dealing with the obviously the mosquito bite. Are fun. Mosquitoes are fun.
Vesca's like, drink your medication, drink your medication.
Which is actually a lot better because they are only dealing with the basic sentence of it, and that's about it.
Don't drink your medication.
And they're being gentle with her.
Mm-hmm.
Because
meanwhile, Lomo is like, hey, fuckface, hey. She's says in a language that the dragon individuals wouldn't be able to understand the words, hey, fuckfaces.
they're all like severely suffering from this, the one illness that's caused by the mosquitoes.
And then she says in Draconic, oh my, if only you guys weren't overfishing that one fish because it eats the mosquitoes that make this, that cause this disease. I know they taste good and all, but there are better ways, Nick, that I could teach you.
Like farming.
Farming and animal husbandry.
Because, like I said, some of the civilization, because the last of the tribal species are in that area.
She's good. She's gonna be like, oh boy, I get to teach tribals how not to fuck up.
Yeah, because the last remaining tribals on the world is in the region where Jomo wants to purchase.
And almost like, I feel like Prometheus. I just hope this story doesn't end like he did. Because that story sucked. They're
not the only, because near the almost. The later on, as only species that are semi-tribally are certain subspecies of kobold. and the Pelicos later on.
How much later on?
Because they live in small islands.
A boop. If I find a kitty, I'm going to boop him. Boop. Boop all the kitties.
Meanwhile, Tranmore, comically, oddly peaceful traveling through the desert, and someone's just making sure people don't die from literally, totally not yellow fever.
Yup.
Anyways,
Meanwhile, it's funny.
and someone's trying to stay calm.
Mm-hmm.
And meanwhile, and Bilbo's just waiting for time to go by while she sips tea. That's why we're just ranting at the moment, so we have something to do.
And Gilda's like, I think my first decree will be if Alarix ever shows up in my area that they're to throw eggs at him. That'll teach him a lesson.
That would teach him nothing.
Bruh.
Other than to not visit you ever then.
Free food.
It's like, dang, I miss Gilbo. I'm gonna go visit her. Oh, never mind. Her people are throwing eggs at me. I'm gonna leave and never see her again.
Bruh.
He's like, oh,
Yeah,
I miss. I mean, if he does, I mean, that's just how she currently feels. Because remember, she's still upset at you because she knows what you did. Damn it.
She knows nothing.
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that?
Who told her? Who told her about Roxanne? That was an accident.
Cool.
Dude's a skirt chaser. Someone get this guy.
Let's see. Who is Gilbo connected to? Let me think about that.
Doesn't have quote unquote something casually following him around that he can't see. Maybe.
She knows more than he thinks. She knows more than he thinks she knows.
After one specific incident, you kind of have an invisible probation officer.
Lol.
But he does not know that. But anyways, meanwhile, there's a reason why I shared a certain creature, but no one actually questioned why. But it's lovely.
Wait, what? You shared a creature? I didn't get a notification through Discord. It was posted. Yeah.
It's a long time ago.
Where is it? What creature?
You remember the creature called Oogie?
Oogie. Oh yeah. Ooga booga booga.
The thing that's called the divine beast called Oogie.
Creatures.
It's creatures between CR 45 and 120.
Wait, CR 45 and 120. Oogie. Oh, it's Oogie. I'll boop him. If I saw that goober, I'll boop him. Creepy, but I'll boop.
Have you ever wanted to spoil yourself, Catbox? What possibly your probation officer is for your character?
Where?
Do you care at all? Oh, look in creature. I'll look through at the these animals and the other stuff in that one channel. This literally looks like it has the words creatures repeatedly, but it has a CR between something on it or less.
CR
It's CR. It's CR between 45 to 120. You have a really strong creature following him. It isn't going to kill you.
No.
No.
The one at the very top.
You have a divine beast following you.
Why?
Because of what? because Ingle knows what you did.
What did I do?
What didn't you do?
A lot. I didn't do a lot of things.
You're sweat. You're
Right,
sweating
right,
multiple
no, it's,
people.
no, only thing that she's monitoring you about is mostly the being with women thing. Nothing
Okay,
else.
and
Bro's got a PI following him. That's crazy.
Let's
and
see.
excuse
Let's
me,
see.
is that a problem?
Let's see.
Well, it's mostly
you're
because
the one. You're the one who stuck your hot dog in a goblin.
And also
by
you have-
by the
Man,
suggestion of
yo.
Evelyn, by the suggestion of Evelyn, mind you.
No, she was on her own.
Yeah, she
Oh,
did that.
it's just-
Gilbert did that on her own.
No. Ingil did this all on her own.
Oh yeah,
Well,
that's
this-
right. Ingle sent the thing to watch over him on her own.
It's because you have it's because you're causing distress towards both of her champion and hero.
Okay, Ingil sent that.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's because you're causing both. I think it's Bella, right?
Yeah, Bella is the champion.
You're causing both Bella and Gilbo stress because of your womanizing behavior.
Womenized. They did it consensually.
Well, most of them.
You're a third chaser. Bro's trying to justify it.
Listen, Alex has barely tried. Alex has just barely tried. He just went up to him like, "Hey, pretty," and like, "All right, you'll do." That's basically how like 90% of them have 90% of this has gone for him.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I know. But what's his face is like, what is it? Oh, what's interesting? The distress center. What it is mostly. There's multiple things. There's two different things. There are different situations why it's following you. You think it's following to harm you? No. It could be following you for another reason.
Well, does Alex notice it, or?
No, you didn't care to look. Remember that situation where you had a pair of glowing eyes looking at you for a second, then disappeared?
Yeah.
That's that thing.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Alex saw a pair of glowing eyes, like, it's nothing.
Then realized it was that fucker.
He's still outside though. He'll probably like get some work on some framework of the bridge.
Yeah, but what's interesting, this creature is not, like I said, it's not actually evil. It's not really. It's just, even though it looks like a menacing, horrifying looking thing, it's actually a neutral good creature. It just looks weird. But that's why it got confused with the incident with someone. You know, the incident with the Roxanne. It kind of panicked and did not know what to do in that situation because what it would have done.
Wait, how
if
long
you
has
got in a
it
situation,
been following him?
I've been following him for about I think since he left to go up that direction.
To go to the capital.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
So it kind of I can't prevent this. He struggled with it. Like kind of panicked is what it would have done, and prevent you from doing something you're not supposed to. As to more likely protect you in that situation, it would have actually knocked the person, find a way to secretly knock out both of you, and made you forget the situation. But it couldn't do that because of her, because she was a divine. So I did it, stop it. It's like I couldn't stop the situation, so I get panicked. Like I could prevent bad choices. If you get the joke.
Mhm.
Yes, it was actually trying to prevent that to
Listen,
happen.
Alex
It could-
did it half willingly, you know. I mean, yeah, it's not her pretty and everything like that. He did it willingly drunk.
Yep. And
Yeah,
So-
only
so this-
drunk. So if I get drunk and I crash a plane in a building and I kill a whole bunch of people, but I somehow bailed out at the right time. Sure, yeah, sure, I can deny responsibility.
Okay,
Yeah, sure, that's how
he
that
wasn't
works.
gonna do it if he wasn't drunk.
Yeah, it's the I was drunk card. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that excuse before.
well, oh well. It is an interesting situation with this creature. It's like I said, after that situation, it's just it can actually prevent things from happening, but it can't do anything if this incident was caused by a divine.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Yeah, because it is only it's only a 75 CR creature. If you get the problem. So like, what do you think about this? Well, shit. So, sadly, Mr. Oogie couldn't actually prevent the incidental, yes, activity. Like, yay! But he's like,
oh, dang, he's gonna try to prevent Alex and the Zeta getting together.
it doesn't know if it wants to at this point, but because the thing it's concerned about is mostly because there's two conflicting points of views. That's the issue.
What? Gilbert's more concerned, and Bella's just like, he's gonna do what he does.
As because one has a huddling steer mentality, the other one has the two different traditions conflicting with each other. And if you get the idea.
And Arkansas also have multiple as well, right?
Mm-hmm. Matters by what subspecies you are.
And I guess
And
and
also
position.
one is and also and two Arcans also tend to and many of them have multiple partners.
Other than royalty.
Yeah.
Of which she is not.
She's a champion. Which is also common for them to have multiple partners.
I feel as if I'm being watched. No matter.
Oh, my thing malfunctioned again. Well, and you know that this is generally the situation. There's a lot of different creatures that do different things. But that are around are unique. If you're not being watched by it, you're being watched by something else. But I think you'll notice them too easily because your passive perception.
You'll go back
What's
inside
your
the
passive-
tower.
I have a question. What is your passive perception again? Out of
Pretty
curiosity.
sure it's,
This your sight in general. Because you can't smell them.
16.
No, you won't be able to see them. Because you need exactly kind of a six. Just you need a bare minimum of 17 to see them.
Ah.
Like barely. Because you'll start to see a glinting that seems a little out of place, but you would not notice that. So.
Yeah, he'll go inside anyways.
Anyways, but you want to see what I'm referring to? It's in the creatures between 1 and 5. If you're curious,
Hmm.
it's the top one. It's the bird. They usually look like one of the native birds, but their face looks like a coin of some kind. That's
Money.
Money, money, money.
they're usually used to as observing, or they actually can see, even though they don't seem like they can. They're just like a more hidden, like surveillance that are in the area. Even if he's not there, there's more likely one of them around. And that beetle is this.
So okay, hold on. Has it been a few hours then?
Yeah, it's been a few hours. And they're on the point where they're on their second dosage of medicine being given to them, but they're semi-coherent, like awake, but they're not being able to. But they're lethargic though, like not one to move.
Yeah. He'll go up and check on the Zeta.
No, it's not very talkative, is the word.
Yeah.
At least these things, the thing they're giving them is hydrating. Thanks to the normal berries, because they are hydrating. But they also been giving them other things. Because of constantly giving this to them. Because there's only one of the few things they're able to keep down is because of this shit. As peach berries prevents nausea. It's a wonderful thing. As it counteracts nausea, it also counteracts any of the toxins that could actually build up in the body. And so that's why it's the most gentlest thing they can give them. But they do need to have some other stuff, so he's been making a kind of a vitamin solution mixed with some of the medicine. Even though it's not going to taste so great.
Just as long as they're alright.
Yep. Need to make sure they have all the stuff they need. They keep them healthy.
Is Ernest is still by her side, right?
The one who's been ministering the medicine to her has been Melik. But he been comically his wife has been dealing with Catherine. He's been like he seems to be really perturbed about Peaches some reason. But he got him the drink kit though. I guess your half-brother really does not like Peaches.
My what?
I wonder why. James.
Oh, would have no idea who his mother would have been. So she would have been far gone by the time I was born. So maybe it has something to do with her.
I have a theory that he thinks that she tends to use, but every time I had something wrong, she always seems to give me peach juice. Even if it's for little things.
Is that what he says, doggedly, whatever?
Yeah.
Ah. I guess she didn't like it herself, then.
Hey, but it'll keep you from. Hey, you know you don't have to make it like it. He says with a joke. You can put it on the wall, but you made me drink it. Even though you're. Anyways. Even though it would be faster to fly it on the moon. Oh, whatever. What, Joe? Are you there? Or did you die?
I'm here. What's going on?
Because they're back with Melik and Veska and Alorix's again.
Oh, yeah,
About
yes,
the
yes.
and the reason why James has so issues with the juice is because his mother always seems to give him to him for everything by making him drink it. And said, remember, when you have a cut, you're actually not supposed to drink the juice. You're supposed to put it on the area, which is funny. You know, the peachy berry juice. And I can understand why he's having issues with it.
She's like, it's okay. She's like, it's okay. It's okay.
He's just like dealing with it because he's like, basically, that's why he doesn't like the taste of peaches.
It's funny. It's like meanwhile, at the same time, Lama's like, oh, for fuck's sake, you gotta do the same thing over here. She was like, everyone, stop dying. Dying's for losers. You don't want to look like a pansy in front of your peers, do you?
Wake the fuck up, James. We've got business to do.
He's like doing decently, but he's the one having the issues with the taste.
When you're feeling better,
And
he'll
Vasquez
go,
like, that's
he'll
it.
go to check on Zeta.
And Vasquez like, oh man, she's like, all right, I've got a way. She turns her around. I think Malik understands things. Will realize what she's gonna do.
What are you doing?
Adding hot cocoa to the mix.
No! No!
Too late.
No!
Add more hot cocoa to the mix.
Yeah. He just has that carefully to, like, you know how to give it to her. I'm gonna have to deal with my wife. He's just so set to O. It's because it's very. You've seen how it was given. Alorix was very kind of simple and easy to give. He kind of gives it to Ernest. Like, okay. Ernest is like sneaking about it.
Trying to the individual that had problem with the piece. She was just like, come here.
Like, meanwhile, like, Zeta is like treated like a baby and properly just taken care of. Why poor James feels like he's being tortured.
I mean, she used the hot cocoa to overpower the flavor of peaches while allowing the pizza berry to still do its job.
Yeah, but
See, now it just tastes like chocolate in the oven. Or at least that was the idea. Mm.
I know, but Catbox, are you there?
Yeah.
You see, I like this can be stuff turns to take care of Nasetta while he also just like being a goober. Can you not torment him over there?
And it's just like, what? He's not gonna taste the peach.
He's just gonna go upstairs and check on Nizetta. It's like, whatever. He's
So
got
that's what
this.
they were.
There's, I think there's James be in the bottom floor.
I know. You would have heard the chaos stuff like, I did not do that. I'm like, I'll be right back.
She's feeding James the solution.
He's
Like,
gonna.
if you just see him like hands in the medication, you just give this to her, gently give it to her. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Like this hands. That's
He's gonna. I guess he's gonna go do that then, by holding onto her hand.
and no, you need both hands. Like, did you? You know what
Okay.
you've been
Yeah,
doing,
yeah.
like,
He'll do that then. It's like it's all right,
I
Nizetta.
don't. I think passively. What is your wisdom?
My wisdom.
No, you don't have medicine. I think it. Because I think if you were observant enough and paying attention, it's not actually that hard to give that.
He.
Because I think what you're doing are just gently getting her to drink it, and that's about it.
Wisdom is
Perfect.
5.
Wait, what?
My wisdom
I
is
thought you were gonna-
5. I have high intelligence, and constitution, and dexterity.
Ah, so because medicine isn't wisdom, if you remember.
Medicine is not wisdom.
Wait, what?
No, it is
I thought
wisdom.
Medicine
Yeah,
is
medicine
wisdom.
is wisdom.
Yeah. It's a 5.
But it's not very difficult, unless you're going to be very unlucky.
Alright, so just
Hmm.
roll medicine then.
Had like isn't the
This-
5 a isn't the 5 a -3 mod?
No, that's his modifier. It's a +5.
Oh.
Yeah, you're fine.
18.
The number I need you not to get lower is 11.
Alright. Yeah, he'll do that and just
It was-
give her head pats as well.
Like giving her. He made a special solution that has like vitamins in it, like all the other stuff she needed, as well as that's what she did this time.
Meanwhile, Vesca is feeding James the one solution.
Like he's like he's not pro. He's like he's drinking it anyways, but he's just like I'm gonna keep this to myself. As he just has. Now you gave him a nosebleed. He just hears that from down below.
And she's like, what? She's like,
Could you all please be quiet?
and
Giving me a
she's
ghastly
like,
headache here.
Innocent, and you see Ernest just rubbing the bridge of his nose, sitting there being quiet. He's like,
Has it been like has it been this way since I left?
no, that just started.
Great.
Mhm. It's because I've been trying to get him to take the medicine. He just doesn't like the taste of the peach. Taste too much. James doesn't. From my knowledge, it's just so I guess it would be who his actual mother is.
Yes,
So-
I'm not sure who that is. I
think it was
don't
Elizabeth.
really care to know. I would not have known it anyways.
Yes. Chaos. Could be a lot worse. situations than this. But I think lucky they only move along where the water is, so wait. I take that back.
What?
He just checks someplace on the map for a second. This is isolated area. He's just like Ernest is checking. No, it hasn't gone in that area. But it is affecting a different location. A much smaller location is actually affected by this. Might be where Copy's area might be being infected by this. Just let you know.
Where?
You know, where your little inn/shop is.
One.
The Cuppies. Where that one mayor is. The little village. That we keep on helping and saving. Repeatedly. From a lot
At
of
some
random
point they're
shit.
just gonna build a statue of me. It's like, thank you,
So
the
we
hero
might
of the
have
village.
Great. We might have a bigger problem. So... I'll be right back. I'm gonna go bug the weird couple downstairs and warn them about that problem.
Okay. I'll be fine with Nazetta.
Like, Ernest tells him, there might be a village somewhere further up north that might be being affected by this Bremen fever as well. That Ernest says to, Veska and, Melik down below. Lugja?
Huh?
Ernest tells them up north there might be a small village being infected by this disease.
And Veska's like, oh, for fuck's sake.
But it hasn't spread past that point yet, because it's one of the villages that are on the far outskirts of this region.
And she's like, honey, do you have the specific berries themselves?
Yes, and we also they grow a whole bunch of it back at the town. And that's why the area is never polluted, where they originated from.
We might need to go to the village. We might need to go to the village real quick and give it to them, so they can grow their own shit.
Yeah, but we remember, normal doesn't do very well with places that are too damp.
Fuck!
Remember, it's
when the angel of compassion swears an expletive.
There is a child here.
He's actually not in here.
I mean, the child's not in here.
He's safe inside of the in the vehicle.
Oh, I guess, yeah.
So he did not hear anything.
Hey, this building is not a building that takes you to another dimension. Like, this is an actual physical building, so we're actually in the real world.
Yeah, I know, but he's inside. He knows. The child, since we got so distracted, no one grabbed the child. He's actually sleeping. He's fine now. But once he wakes up and finds everyone gone, he's going to panic. And
Alex ain't even gonna think about it right now. I mean, Alex should think about it, but like, I guess as he's there holding her hand, who like, hold on, wait. What would I roll for that? Would I roll like intelligence or something like that to remember? What would I roll for that? Or it would be I'd probably be wisdom to remember, right?
yeah.
Wisdom check,
Kinda.
alright.
Hmm.
What do you remember on that?
Yeah.
I was like, wait a second. How didn't it get brought in?
Hmm.
Alright,
Oh, he's happy.
I'll be back in a second.
Hmm.
You'll give her that pat and kiss her forehead and then go get out in.
Perfect timing. When he went to go back into the wagon, he just woke up.
Hi buddy, how was your nap? Did you have a good nap?
He has no idea you were gone. The typical shot of when you wake up.
Come on, let's go inside. We're gonna stay here for a little bit.
The typical baby. No, innocent baby be like, wait, where's your
Oh,
Like, he has no idea what anything bad's happening right now.
He's just
their
doing
child.
baby speak. It's like
Which does actually sound like a puppy. Which is funny. Same thing with Arcan candidate individuals. They do sound like puppies. Which is, it's kind of adorable in its own way, but that's okay. But now we have another issue. Like, here's a pen slowly taking over the jungles. That sounds like fun. And let you know, Eric has nothing to do, nothing to do about it, and he's in a totally different region.
Yeah.
It's like, I feel as if thousands of people are getting sick right now.
Not my problem.
It's like, some of you may die.
You know what? Some of you may die, but I'm not a doctor, so.
And one other thing, this is one of the weird things that I do know does not affect her. But she's just like one of the few individuals that are not affected by that because she's her. Gilbo is one of the lucky few.
Mhm.
And she managed to get everything. The same thing when the hero or champion has everything, they are immune to disease. So, like,
funny.
like Ernest,
I'm left. Oh,
and then
good.
Ernest makes a not Ernest, but Ingo makes a comment. I don't need to debug you right now from your little tea time with him, but we might have a slight pandemic a brewing, even though it doesn't physically affect you.
And she's like,
But it does affect the people around you that are not Podling Spear.
She's like, I don't know how the things could get the code here. What is it?
Like, should this sit through, like, is it the Brahmin fever? You heard of it before. I bet you have. She looks like Elbow. Because remember, she was in a different. Yeah, because it's a fever that was caught.
She's like, sorry, my memory on that's a little fuzzy. I got that shit back not that long ago.
It was a thing that was caused by someone overfishing. That it was. There's two different diseases that came out of it. One was caused by. One of them is called scale rot. The other one is Fremen fever. One of the things that causes a red tinge to happen to both skin and eyes, and she pretty much gives a description of pretty much what yellow fever is.
And she's like, ew, gross. She's like, but do the mosquitoes taste good? Eh.
I would sure hope not.
I do know, but I do know that some areas are because of this situation, and right now that's why someone had to quickly leave. Well, Mo did. I could do something, but that'd be cheating. But I think.
She's like, isn't it your job to be like peace and hope and shit?
Not me. I was the one that said that was actually Shin.
Oh, she's like, you're a doctor. You have a Hippocratic oath.
What?
To save who you can.
Yeah, but I don't. Do you even have a way to get back to that town? The place with the you know the place where you met Bella.
She's like, now I have gems on my teleportation ring. Yeah.
I might have to give you a bunch of immune system / detox
With berries?
solutions as well as berries.
And she's
Because
like,
I can't.
and she's like, she's like, so what if? And she like checks to make sure she has her papers.
More likely the papers here. They could still wait for you, because he still is holding that stuff for you.
She's like, I know, but I should probably go get that anyway.
Yeah.
It's not gonna. Besides, it won't take very long. You know that.
Here's your. And here's the. He just gives your. I like this crate. That this comes out of this little weird digital space. Of this. Here you go.
Huh. Interesting.
Okay. And this is also, these are the seeds for the two different berries. But let you know, this one prefers to be, doesn't need to be, this one might be required to be in special pots to grow now. Because normal berries like less water and a lot more sun. Because they're kind of like a cactus.
Yes, sun, less water.
Or I would say a succulent is the proper word for them.
They also lack bird poop. What do you think they like vultures and owls to land on them?
Generally. That's pretty much what he gives to her. Well, I guess we can hang out some other time.
And she's like, alright, Shin. He's like, thanks for the save, by the way. And the therapy. I needed the counseling.
Well, if you ever need to. Sadly, I will always be in this area, even if you don't want to visit. Typically.
She sighs. She's like, I wish I could find a way to make a place and then have a shortcut door.
At the moment, I think you should get going. Because time is of essence.
I'm gonna go get those papers real quick, though, because that shouldn't take very long.
Nothing terrible happening where Eric is.
Oh my god, it's like, it's at the Brady Bunch, or whatever the fuck it was. Well, look, and we have panning shots between multiple people. It's like, we're over here with...
Just cuts to Eric just like doing a strongly jog to the desert, just like all like...
It's not my fault someone over here
It's
is
like, oh,
God power.
It's like, oops, I almost fell down the desert.
Oh, oh my god.
Oh, that's a rock.
Oh, clumsy me. Gotta-
Takes a lot to make a poo when it comes to me and you.
The most amount of
We're the
things to worry about is like
hardest
where you're gonna sleep
through.
and where you're gonna poop.
We're the
In the
hardest
desert.
getting through. We're doing
Or
this
hope.
for you.
Anyway, and my music videos malfunctioned again.
Shame on my
Scream leaves.
end.
I'm just gonna refresh the whole thing. It's stop malfunctioning. Murder your rights. I'm half tempted just to have that video just be itself if it's gonna do that again. Do-do-do. Yay! The Stelraism's a little different though. Because it's this lesions and bleeding and scales falling off. Unlike, sadly, the Crimson fever is a little more nasty than the that other one that causes lesions. If you think about it, Lovejaw.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, the thing that and everyone else gets is a lot more nasty. Hmm.
Wait, what?
The Crimson fever is a lot more nasty than the scale rot.
Let's see.
Yeah, because only individuals that are classified as reptiles can get it. And the other one, anyone that isn't draconic, or mostly magic related, aren't affected by it. The yellow, the ribbon, fever.
It's funny. It doesn't affect me because I'm more magic than biological. Ah, the
It's actually-
benefits.
Because it's a biological disease. The other one is a magic one, but it only affects reptilian individuals and draconic individuals. So, out of all the shit, that's actually not that bad. You could, but the other beast that comes in this situation is the other one.
It's funny. I guess Gilba would go and get her papers.
Wonderful.
And she's like, hello. I guess we should go in.
Okay. Oh. Here's your paper. You get your paperwork.
Yep. Also, was hoping the king could eventually send me something that allowed me to get over to where he is.
If you're worrying about, remember, Lugia, did you forget you have to purchase that area from Ruben?
Oh yeah, right. Sorry. She's like, so by the way, you said there was something for some land up for grabs, I believe.
Yes. Where is it? The fuck is it? It's gonna be spazzing. so it doesn't matter. Meanwhile. I can grab it. It would be that box right there. If it doesn't want to twitch.
Hold on. So where? Oh, that area? You said that area is the size of Earth, right?
It's kind of interesting how cheap that is.
He's like, how much?
I mean, if it is a size verse, that's like a tiny thing, you know? That's really not much from land.
It's a lot bigger than it looks.
It's mostly water. If you look at it.
Uh-huh. She's like, so how much is the land?
I think I told you. Did you forget to write it down?
I forgot. Yes.
Bless you.
Yeah. I think I might be getting this.
It is, from my knowledge, it's supposed to be, I think it was 14.
It was what?
I think it was 14.
What, 14,000?
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I guess I'll buy it. She pulls out the money. Now I gotta subtract 14,000 from 300,000. Oh wait, that's 286,000. Never mind.
I guess you didn't realize the goblin was loaded.
Yeah. She's like, what? I had 300,000 plat. She explains where the money came from, and that this
Selling
was
her
just money
body.
left over. No, it's actually leftover money that her father left behind. After
From his
he died.
from her father selling his body.
Yeah.
No, it's that he was a baron and he just gathered random cursed shit and sold it to people stupid enough to buy it.
So he sold other
Until he
people's
had a
bodies.
shit ton of money. No, he would basically buying shit like Bags of Devouring and other crazy stupid shit and sell them to suckers that were dumb enough to buy them. Not my fault. They were not his fault. They were dumb enough to purchase those items. And so he just accumulated wealth, and then eventually he died because he got sick. And then there was the whole gas leak thing. Yikes.
Yeah. You know, you never expect it to go kaboom so much.
It was a photon gas leak. It was the green special gas that crystallizes everything when it touches it. It's fun. It's fun shit. Meanwhile, I guess you would get in the theme because her background check would have also came back I think his would also, but
Yeah,
He
you
can't-
said his came back a while, like the other day,
mhm.
but
But
you
he
know,
can't do
he's
anything
kind
about
of
it. But it is
predisposed
on
right
hold
now.
till he's on hold till he returns.
Gilbo's
From
like,
its
all right, so how big of an area of land is that?
Mm. Well, if you want to know, it's generally. I'm gonna temporarily, if I want to have a little math thing, I'm gonna burp. Come on. I'm gonna burp with a little assistance with Catbox.
Nah, you need me to do.
This is the area.
And the actual planet itself is how big? For comparison? Because it would probably
That
make
area?
the math easier.
Remember, this planet's the size of 10. It's the size of 10.
Jupiter's?
Jupiters, if you remember. That little area right there.
That's probably that whole area. That's probably all the water area combined with the land.
Yeah.
Probably a little bigger than Earth.
Jesus
Probably be
Christ.
something equivalent to would be considered like a super Earth.
hmm
That's a lot of land.
Which
That's
you
a
know,
lot
it's
of
still
land.
not. Super Earths are not typically that much bigger than Earth. They're usually like 1.2 the size of Earth. This is probably about that 1.2. Because if this is the size of Earth, yeah, this is probably about the size of Earth here.
But mostly land. That one seems to be mostly water. Over there. So. Because.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna change the color of this so I know
Okay.
it's not for
So I
sale
need to
anymore.
edit my thing. Thing.
It does have a name though.
Yeah, it's not like the section of the land that's completely empty like the one Alric's got.
Region she purchased is called the Drake's Delta. There's a reason why it's called that.
Wait, is it because of the dragons?
Yes.
I'm gonna boop them. I'm gonna find them and I'm gonna boop them. But like, no, stop being naughty. Yeah.
I'm gonna make it that color. Like that? Yeah. No, not that color. Nah, not that color either. So I'm gonna change it to map layer now. Oh, this is still not on that. Oh. Some of these are. Oh yeah, this is still not on the other under layer. Map
So it's
layer.
called the Drake's what? Hello?
Delta.
Okay, Drake's Delta.
There's a lot of random islands out there. I do know where some of the civilizations, but not all of them are there. But I do know some of them are there. But I do know some are up further in. The ones that are causing the issues actually will be affecting them, because these kind of kingdoms are mostly Popling Spear. So,
Father Spears. Or as I like to say, the sweet innocent gemstone people that are usually as harmless as a pancake.
well,
Unless
that's a
you piss
different.
them off.
Not all the time. There's some individuals that tend to be a little bit more. Not all the time. It matters by their background. Actually, on also how they're raised, and also especially if they want something the other one has. That can also happen, because there's sometimes they can be businessmen too. And sometimes to the point where they think they're the only ones around, they get to the point where they get kind of have different point of views, or then they realize, wait, they're not. If you get the joke.
Mhm.
Anyways. And then they get in trouble. And you stop it! If you get the joke.
Mm-hmm. And someone's like, oh no, a goblin is ruling. And she's like, in all honesty, I may be a dishes, but I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. So if I fuck something up, please
Because
don't
most of let you know, most of the places there are mostly villages. Except, even though I said there is like a lot of places that are villages, and there's also some places that are not in. Yeah, if you want to know the problem child that's right now, ironically, it's not in that area. It's somewhere around here somewhere.
And she's like, first of all, now about that land, how the fuck am I gonna get over there?
Good question. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to give you one of these.
It's like, what? She like looks.
As a gem.
She
takes
puts
you
it on
to
her. She puts it on her ring. And
Takes you to the location where, as the person you're supposed to interact first with, good luck, because you actually have to, there's a reason why you actually are supposed to cooperate with her, because you're supposed to go to the location where she's at.
And Gilbo's like, whispers to Reuben, if Alaric ever shows up, I was never here. She gives him another 500 platinum, and she's like, remember, I was never here.
You don't have to give me more. Because remember, this is all confidential anyways.
She's like, thank
Unless
you.
someone blabs.
Like
which isn't me, my fault. It's more likely the gossip.
And she's like, anyway,
divines.
And she's like, anyway, now that I bought the land, I'm gonna go grab my hatchlings out of the house and then go deal with a little plague problem. She's like,
fun with that.
And she's like, also if you're wondering, yeah, it's that one fever going around.
Figured.
Loma's
having a wonderful time with something because I saw them being angry and to go deal with something.
She's always acting like she's gonna stick up her ass. That's nothing.
And I know her. If it's this, I think it's. And if I pointed at him, he goes to the map. I bet it's this tribe that's up here. He points at the map. There's a tribe that resides here.
Oh my god!
I bet it's that one. It's specifically the green scaled dragonborns. That's where it starts from. They're the tribe of. They need to understand what animal husbandry is.
Anyway. Don't worry, if Loma's over there. I feel bad. In honesty, they're gonna get cured, but I'm gonna feel real bad for them. She's just gonna slap one of them when they're not paying attention.
Nice. It's interesting. Anyways. Good luck on your journey. I got a gut feeling it's not going to be pretty. Because I don't know how long it's been like in that area.
And she's like, I know, but I'm gonna go grab my children first. Yeah.
Are you sure you don't want us to watch them for a bit before you, so you can go clean up the mess first?
Is it alright? I wanna go and get that done before Alaric comes back.
Let you know it might be a while before he comes back. But that's about it. But that's all I'm gonna say. And most of it's confidential.
That's fine. She's like, I'm still upset with him.
Meanwhile,
anyways, gonna go deal with that problem as she goes out now to go deal with the one issue. Then she's like, wait, how the fuck am I gonna get all the way over there?
I thought you visited there before.
She's like, oh, right. She, like, makes sure she has all the stuff properly on her, and then she goes to the thing and uses the ring.
Yeah.
She's like, all right, where's the person in charge?
You realize the place is like... This is concerning. It's silent.
She's like, oh, no, you don't, motherfuckers. You're not dying on me. And she's like mentally says, Ingo, we have a problem here. Yes,
I noticed.
Can you please? She's like, can you please get Shin? I can't fix this on my own. Everything's silent. This is serious. It's like, I don't know if the town is dead or dying.
She does a scan over the area. Well, not completely.
Where's the person in charge?
Sadly, I have some terrible news on that one.
Oh my god. But we knew these people.
Not everyone's dead, though. But the majority of the town is.
Is the person here who gave me those tasty rocks also dead?
I think the person that is still alive barricaded them in the office of their... They're fine, but they can't get out of the area because they're in an area. After everyone started getting sick, they kind of barricaded themselves inside of the bookkeeping office of Alaric's one location.
So wait, how many people are still alive?
Sadly, one. And they're not infected.
Then this isn't a fucking town anymore.
I know.
Graveyard.
And the person to survive is literally like he does show up, and
Gilbo's having a breakdown. She's like, everyone I met is dead. Even that nice man who gave me those tasty rocks is dead. Yeah.
but the only thing that is alive being from the town. But they're barricaded inside. But they can't get out without getting sick.
Shin, please do something. Oh my god. She's like, can't you just Thanos snap the disease of these mosquitoes? You have that power.
They're like, man, this is horrible. But one annoying thing about diseases and Exodus's wish abilities, he can't bring back someone that died from a disease.
Like, I know, but can't you just use your magic-y finger snap thing and just get rid of the virus?
No. We can at least clean the location. Let's see. Yeah, they do. He kind of makes the area comically it. Meanwhile, in another location, you see Ian to see someone steal a large vat of the peach and berry juice. In other words, Ian.
Oh yeah, that purges the mosquitoes.
No, the peach berry juice just in general. So he can disinfect.
Disinfect.
Peach berry.
Will it also get rid of the mosquitoes?
I'll get pelted by the liquid, so. But. Even though they can't drown it.
Couldn't you just
couldn't you just use but it won't kill. It won't. Yeah. Kinda. 1 second. Unless he does, because the reason why he's getting a large vat of it, because he's turning it into a large vapor and making it fall from the sky. Anyways, 1, 2, 3. It starts to rain.
Wait, are you curing the mosquitoes?
Yes.
Why didn't you just cut the whole fucking planet and a mess of that shit and just destroy the disease entirely?
Rethink I'm doing. Patient child.
He's like, man.
Meanwhile, only place that funnily enough, it also rains over there in the desert for some dumb reason.
I got water.
Wait, it some reason smells like peaches.
Aiba.
Some reason it's raining outside. Cat pops.
Oh.
Notice it's raining outside, but some reason it's pink. It smells like peaches.
James, I've got bad news for you.
No,
I would suggest you don't go outside.
Trauma! Isn't it glorious?
It's disinfecting the world. So you know what it does, because it disinfects. That's what it does. Somebody gonna make it rain that. Shit. Also, if there's any disease anywhere else, that would also get cleaned. Which is a good thing.
And Llama's like, oh my god, I don't have to do anything. Thank you.
Some reason, comically, he playfully dumps a large bucket of it on her.
And she's like, oh yes, piece of juice. Oh. She's like, I haven't been able to have a proper bath in ages. Oh.
There it is.
She's like, thanks, Shin.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, oh you're big for that one.
Anyways, this is this. It just does this for a while, and then it's like, you think this dies down. Then a normal rain happens afterwards.
She's like, wait, did you just erase the disease off of the planet, Shin?
No, maybe. Or any disease that was exposed, at least. And I also, I don't know, that maybe was a good idea, because something else might randomly evolve anyways. Maybe that was not a good idea, but I don't care. Because that was annoying.
Yep.
Because he wasn't here. Remember, he wasn't here originally, if you remember, when all this shit happened before.
And and she's like,
said, call me, no, that's cheap. Shut up.
yeah, well, at least we're not a homunculus.
Yes.
But
you know what I want, woman. He has a point, because I can't actually stop him.
It's funny, but
anyways.
Gilbo's like,
and it goes back.
For fuck's sake. And Gilbo's like, for fuck's sake, I went through all of this because they were like, oh, we'll look after your little ones while you go deal with this. I come here and there's nobody left to help.
Well, this is going to be a fun and interesting thing. I can't bring back him, like...
She's like, oh, Alarix is not going to be happy. He's going to be so upset. She's like, didn't he have like a shop or something here?
Yeah. Only person who survived out of it is his bookkeeper.
Man. She like goes to the building and like knocks.
That's crazy. That was actually very quick death from that plague, because he was, well, I guess not. I guess he actually hasn't been there a while. I was thinking, oh, he's only been away for a day. Nah, he's been away for like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's been gone for like 6 days, so yeah, it's still pretty quick. But
you'd be surprised how quick a virus can spread, especially with something like that one.
Let me check something. How long does it take for yellow fever to kill someone untreated? 4 days. It takes 4 days for yellow fever to kill someone untreated.
well. I guess it came through after he left.
Yeah, probably. Because remember, this has been mosquitoes, and mosquito-based diseases tend to spread really fast. Especially with a blood-based disease like yellow fever.
It's horrible. Yeah, the little evil little viruses that exist in the world. Sometimes the most deadliest of monsters are super tiny.
You can't even see them. And then you're dead. And Gilbo's like goes to the door of the book shop, and she like knocks, and she's like, yeah, I have good news and bad news. The good news is the virus is gone. The bad news is everyone else is dead. You're welcome, by the way.
I guess I don't have a job. I need to be right back.
You should probably... Oh, go ahead. You gotta go poo. I bet Alarix is gonna be like, what the fuck? Everyone's dead.
Ain't much you can do about it either, because it's out of his
I
jurisdiction.
don't think that guy's gonna care at all. Whatever.
He'll care a little. I mean, he'd be less. He wouldn't care about the business part of it. He was like, dang.
Dang, that's tough.
They were like, I saved these people like 4 times.
And
they
now
still
they're all
died.
dead. from mosquitoes.
Sounds like a skill issue. Good. Get good.
Literally get good. Skill issue.
I'm gonna
It's good.
ratio all over these mosquitoes. Sadly, you can't no-scope mosquitoes, they're too small. They are the speed.
Hmm.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get started on food. It won't take me but 5 minutes.
All right.
Okay.
デルタ
I'm fine. Anyways.
Hello.
Yeah, but yeah,
Aria went to go get food ready.
Okay, that's fine. I'm surprised my bacteria didn't interrupt me until now.
but yeah. She's just like, everyone's fucking dead. She's like, she's like, I'm done. She's like, I'm done.
分配
She's like,
Hmm.
she has like a manic episode for like a second. She's like, when the individual connected with hope and peace is just like, oh, this is so fun.
Hmm.
And Gilbo's like, are we gonna at least bury them?
Hmm.
She's ashamed of just leaving them here to rot.
Yeah. Let's work on that.
So can't you just
I guess
imagine
so.
graves and just toss the bodies in?
That's not how we're gonna do this.
What do you mean?
We're gonna do this more respectfully because their bodies are Rexamizable because they're not decaying, even though some of them
She's like, then just
may smell a
magic.
little.
Why don't I just magic some holes, some coffins? We'll put them in the coffin, say a little prayer or something, and then just put them in the hole. But the problem is, how many people were in this town?
Not very many. Because this wasn't a town, it was a village.
This poor village.
It was increasing in population. It was originally just 20 people. Because of the increase of activity, it got up to about 50. And now it's population what?
She does the ceremony like cross thing where it's like thing across her chest.
It makes a special little location. Yep, there's gonna be this one great. Anyways.
She's just doing Gilbo, meanwhile, is just doing the eulogy part.
Well,
she's like, I've never had to do 50, like 49 fucking eulogies before. Jesus. That's ridiculous.
anyways, this is gonna be interesting. The place has been cleaned and they're not condemned. It's just I don't think anyone would want to live here when there's this many bodies here, even though they are buried. They're also labeled on who they were and how they died, and when they died, and when they were born.
Yeah, sadly, those gravestones won't last forever.
Are you sure about that?
What do you mean? Oh, right. Your stuff is weird.
Anyways. Anyways. This is gonna be interesting. Always weird shit happen. Let you know this town had that happen to them before. We were just not fast enough. But I wasn't near it. I was just kind of. Remember, I think it was a little too late a while ago, because remember I was half encased in metal.
So, her issue condemned an entire town to death.
But that was caused by a virus that inflicted her. So she was sick herself. If you think about it for a minute.
Look, well, I guess we should head back, I guess. I can grab my kids and then go talk with the one end of it and then go to that new area that I just bought.
And more likely she's aware. Anyways.
I guess she's gonna go back to town and then go and pick up her kids. Is Bella still at the house?
Generally is.
She's explaining to Bella what she's doing, what she just bought, about the land she bought, and that she's taking her kids with her.
She just tells her good luck.
She doesn't want them around Alarix.
Fine. That's what she says, wish her good luck.
And she's like, oh, and Bella? I want you to know, the time I was hanging out with you, being around you, it was really nice. Thank you for being kind to me. She was like stopped midway of going to get her kids, and then said that to Bella. Let me guess, is she upset?
No, not really. She understands that she couldn't handle this weirdness and differences and to adaptation of this. Because Bella herself is stressed about it, but stressed about it in a different way.
Let me guess, is she because she didn't want Gilbo to leave?
No, she didn't want any violence out of it, is the reason.
Yeah, I guess Gilbo's gonna go out and grab her kids and then...
Well, at least she chose a way to not be violent. Even though she's going to be leaving. Which is the better option of what she could be doing.
And Gilbo then, after she retrieves the kids and comes down, she's like, by the way, Bella? I'm gonna miss your cooking.
But, like, it could definitely miss my cooking. You could have to just live off of rocks.
What do you mean?
If you're gonna be over there, you're gonna be just living off of rocks.
Oh yeah, Podling, because it's Podling spheres?
Or whatever local casino are there, because that's mostly where you are, is mostly just purely Podling spheres.
That's fine.
There's nothing else really lives over there. In that actual area, that area, the places you actually do belong to you, because some of those areas there, the smaller islands there, are mostly other species.
Ah, okay.
It's that big island in the middle is what that actually belongs to you.
He's like, I know, but I might eventually visit the other places that are nearby to, build relations with other species. Eventually. It's like, I mean, I've got nothing but time on my side.
Anyways.
You know how much of a vast different scenario this is than what, happened previously?
Yeah.
And I said, I was like, oh my goodness, everything's fine now, right? Alaric proposed. It's all like, well, time to cut my losses, boys. I gotta go.
It's because Gilbo, I think the big difference is because Gilbo got her memories back of who she used to be. Which kind of made her see that this is not really a healthy relationship for a member of her species to be in.
A healthy relationship for the previous species she used to be. Or to Gemini Goblin.
And it's funny, Gilbo's like, you know what? I think, and Gilbo's like, hey Bella, do you mind if I leave a note for Alarix explaining everything?
I think I can just tell him.
Alright, I think I'm gonna leave a bag of some amber and some random gems on the thing for him. Like she takes some of the stuff out of her bag and puts it in like a smaller very small coin pouch like thing, and just puts it on the table. I guess she gets one want to look back at Bella. Wait, and smiles at her, and basically gives her a sad smile. Before, I guess, turning her back around and then leaving with the kids.
Alright, sorry, I'm back.
Well, Gilbo is, leaving Alrix.
What?
She's well, you know, Alrix and Gilbo were sorted together.
The goblin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. See you,
And,
bitch.
now she's taking the kids and leaving.
Well, it's because Gilbo is from a species where they're used to single partner relationships, and Alrix keeps sleeping with every fucking random woman that he's becoming across.
Oh, you're such a fucking mess.
Okay, I wouldn't say every woman, alright?
Bro, I swear to God, it's probably every woman.
No. There's been women he hasn't slept with. A lot of them.
Let's see.
Yeah, wow.
There's been-
The real stand-up guy, he hasn't
four-
slept with all the women he's come across. That's crazy.
At least
He's slept with like
since he's
four
came to this
other
continent,
women.
alright? Since he came to this continent, hasn't done that.
Yeah, well, he slept with like 4 other women at this point.
Okay,
Pretty bad.
okay. And
You understand
What?
what I'm saying, damn it.
Bro, she better make you pay child support.
I just say this out of character, alright?
Yeah, but this is funny. He's also in a very interesting country. Podling spears are strange. They only appear that if you come back to say hello, and that's about it. On occasions.
Whereas
And-
Gilbert, like, no, this is not healthy for me, because I feel like I don't matter in this situation. Because he's sleeping with random other women, and it's getting to the point where I'm barely getting acknowledged at all.
He's been very busy. Just so happens busy is
Now, the reason why the podling spears are a little bit more open at this is certain their species is kind of not very many.
Yeah, you know, it's fat and it's not very efficient if the guy only sleeps with one girl, you know. Alex is just being efficient, that's all.
That's the thing. He's in a country that's trying to restore itself, which is not healthy.
It's like,
Oh
oh
my
my
lord.
goodness, your husband slept with another woman. Oh my god, so did mine. Wow.
Yes, but was it a podling spear? Yes. Was it a...
I think a lot of the girls he slept with has been podling spears.
Yeah, they were.
Let's see,
It's only red-
podling spear, Meta, Arkin, but you know. Actually, no, I think the only podling spear he slept with is Belle, and the rest of them are like gods.
Yeah, but they're still kind of podling spears.
I mean, 50% gods is pretty nice.
Yeah, but they're those 2 other individuals that you've been with were actually quote unquote were podling spears.
Ernest is a Arkin, right?
Ernest is a Arkin. Is the Arkin.
And then there's that random sheep girl that you did shit with.
Well,
That's Arkin. Anyway,
he
but that's,
saw
so
a cute sheep girl, and he was like,
they're not a
fluffy.
sheep. They're not a sheep. They're a
Goat or
goat.
whatever.
Okay, well, they saw a
They're a
cute
goat
goat
lady.
girl, and they're like, pretty, fluffy.
Oh yeah, that totally gives you an excuse to fuck it.
Well, Veer, on the other hand, is kind of frustrated because he got very unlucky usually with some of the outcome. Like, why? Why is this child not a person? Which is funny. Is Veer's funny? But that's the situation. Because there's a
Yeah, I
reason
guess-
why no one's questioned Veer with this situation, because Veer has really dumb luck, where they have a weird chance to have children that are not full. That's his problem. You know, that one certain individual had that turned himself into a woman, but got stuck as a woman,
Oh
because he
yeah.
forgot how to turn back. But that child, you
Luton.
a person. And when I rolled what it was, I very ironically, it was a Woken Golden Retriever. Which was very ironic.
It's funny. I guess Gilbert would always get outside, and then she's like holding on to her kids, and then I guess she then uses the wait.
I think they're still eggs, aren't they?
Multiple people.
They would have been hatched by now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so she's got like the young Snarvin or whatever, and she's like, "All right, that's it. It's teleportation time." And then she's like, "Wait, can I teleport multiple people with the same ring?" She's concerned.
Yes.
And she like tries to use the ring because she doesn't know this. She doesn't know that she can transport multiple people. She's going to attempt it.
She managed to go to where she needs to go.
And she's like, "Hello."
I think you have seen Faba before, Lockjaw.
She's like,
Almost like she was Yeah, you're literally, she's the person who's, I was making jokes about, are you sure you want the fish on Faba?
She's like, "Hey, Faba, it's been a while. How you doing?"
The stares at them, like, anyways.
She's like, yes, I took the kids and ran off on Alaric because it wasn't doing good for my psychological health.
Don't ask why it looks like Barry was attacked by dragons.
She's like, "Wait, what?" She's like,
As
"I
you,
want to
look,
I just want to learn that one group of dragons' language, so I can try to talk with them, get them to behave."
I don't. If I can't get them to behave, you can't get them to behave.
Damn it.
Anyways.
Can you at least teach me their language so I can at least try and talk with them?
Well, one of the groups. Well, side that's on our side is winning. They just had a tantrum and decided to take it out on our area.
It's like, I don't
Anyway.
but can you please teach me the language?
Yeah, sure, but you interact with all the little locations in our area first. That's my rule before you can actually properly talk to me.
Well, can you watch my kids while I do that? I don't know.
Maybe.
If I.
You heard her say maybe.
Maybe with a little
I need to go.
What if little Snovich is like, "Hello." He's like suckling on its hand. It's like,
Half.
Like, Baba seems like she's having a really rough day.
It's just a goblin with dog ears.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, like,
At least you didn't take the house.
I didn't take the house because I couldn't.
You would if you could.
I would have taken the house and Bella with her. Because her food's better than rocks. He's lucky she didn't play the let's take the little ones and Bella game.
Probably would have been hurt if Bella was gone too.
Ella had more likely refused, but sadly, there's a reason. Herself, she might visit at one point, but at the moment, we better have no. Anyways.
Yeah. It's funny. She's like, oh, right. So I can trust my little ones with you, right, Papa? Because I don't know if I can talk with the leaders of those towns and keep track of these little guys. At the same time, because the little thing you need to know, if there's anything wood in those villages, they're gonna try and eat it. And they probably will eat it.
She knows that she needs help with that, but she has to do her things. That's why she can't. But she doesn't have anyone there to do anything because the area looks like it's kind of got lit on fire.
What the fuck happened? Oh, right, dragons. It's like, why do you cover in these? Oh, right, hepatitis B. Never mind.
That's her issue. So hey, she's a different problem. Yellow has a different problem. This is great. Anyways.
And she's like, if only Alarix wasn't a shitty father. He might have actually been useful in this situation. At least as potential dragon bait. For a good old-fashioned distraction.
By making him shiny.
Yes.
Just kidding.
I mean, you're not wrong.
That was out of character.
I know, you're not wrong.
By making him shiny.
Make him shiny and then run.
Make him shiny. Anyways.
More shiny than me. That's what matter. That was what would matter.
It's kind of interesting. Because it's a very particularly strange dragon.
And she's like, wait, dragons are attracted to shiny things. She starts pulling out more of that weird amber and like the gemstones out of her ears, and she's like, here, dragons!
Nothing in this area. They're not in the area at the moment because they got deterred by some dragons from the other clan. So.
Damn it.
Like I said, I know you want to. Like I said, I can't really talk to you at the moment. I'm sorry you would have to go around the villages like the old-fashioned way, sadly.
She's like, oh, but this place is huge.
But not everything is destroyed. For some reason, the central village got torched. Anyways.
I guess she's gonna go.
People are fine.
I guess she's gonna use her ability to fly and carefully carry her children and like fly to the nearest village.
Ironically, She can carry them, but it does make her movement speed half.
Oh.
Is the issue.
Damn.
She's like, wait, I have a bag of holding that can hold people. The fuck am I doing?
Ah yes, just shove my infant children into this bag.
That'll be fine.
Honestly, Google might be more of a danger to the children than Alrix.
Okay.
I mean, she needs to be able to move around. She's not moving around very well because she's got like, I think like 3 or 4 smaller individuals all over her. At this point,
There's two goblin dogs. Goblin these dogs.
no, I'm not even gonna acknowledge that joke. That one was terrible.
That's how Alrix is gonna win back Gilbo. Hey Gilbo, mind goblin these dogs?
I think that's gonna work, dog.
I think it's gonna work.
And she's like, yeah, you say that. Yeah, you said it to all the other women you were with.
No, I saved that one especially for you.
She's like,
It's funny because you're a goblin.
Exactly!
Yeah.
Just commits microaggression.
And she's like, if you think that flirt is going to work, you're only half as smart as you look.
So it works half the way.
Terrible in it. Meanwhile, peacefully going through the desert. Anyways.
Yes.
Yes, one person is peacefully going to the desert. Hell, he can probably smack the ground screaming, I'm here, come get me, I'm here. And nothing would
Poseidon.
happen.
I am thirsty, Poseidon.
Oh, don't say that. You have a virgin butthole.
Poseidon, no. I didn't think we'll actually be like the Greek gods.
He is.
He doesn't discriminate. He only penetrates.
As you're saying.
Well, meanwhile, I guess. Also, because of the purification thing, certain goobers are not sick anymore.
Beer back, food's done.
As
So, yeah, I mean, Alrix has been by it into the other side this whole time.
because of this purifying rain, even though it's inside a structure, but somehow the mist gets inside of the structure, even though it should not have, because of Shin. It would, the pink mist that went in seemed to permeate and cleansed whatever was inside of their system. The disease that was inflicting both James and her. So if there's so many mosquitoes out, they don't no longer have the disease anymore. They're just normal mosquitoes.
It's like
So they're just annoying.
he's gonna go, like, are you feeling better now? Is that it?
Hey, at least this only delayed about 12 hours of her time.
And Vesca's like, I need to double check on the grapevine 1 sec. She closes her eyes, puts a hand on her forehead, and she asks, she like sends a message to Ingle asking, it's like, hey, any important developments that we should know about? Like, was there any important towns connected to any of us that had issues because of this?
You just like you hear a grave silence for a second.
She's like, what? What happened?
We may have lost that. You know that one timeline? It happened again.
She's like, which
We
town?
lost Virtus again.
And she's like, huh? And she's like, hey, so I got a little news from Engel. Apparently Virtus is completely wiped out.
The little, the town that was close to the town. That's the name of the town that Tuffy's
Yeah.
inside it.
Alright.
Really?
Yeah, apparently it was wiped out by the disease that
Except
except
your
except the book.
the count.
The book. Well, I don't suppose no one's gonna try to redevelop the town.
Well, also Gilbo may have found it out. There we go.
Though, yeah.
Right now-
I guess.
I know
Okay.
who the town's supposed to go to, because it is. I know who relatives those.
Did Cuppy not make it then?
No.
Oh. That's unfortunate.
But, so, at the moment, I do know who the town. One of more likely that. Yeah, but I know who that town belongs to, because remember, Cuppy has a large, decent-sized family, so someone else is more likely inheriting his town.
Okay. When next Philip, I'll go speak with them. And Philip, at the meantime, have my bookkeeper come back to Totodale.
For the time being.
Have him stay there for the
Because
time being.
nowhere
Get
else-
checked up.
And
There's nowhere
Vets
else
is
to
like,
go.
It's funny. Vets is like, oh,
Make a room for me in the
also
inn.
Ingle. She's like, also Ingle. She mentions this. Also Ingle. Is there any other developments on
I want him to learn that.
Yeah, I don't.
He
I
can
want
learn
Alex to
hard-
learn that when he gets back.
And we'll make a comment. You'll learn that the hard way.
Okay. And she's like, someone's gonna learn something when they get back. I'm not going to say though. She looks at her husband like, you know what I'm with a look of, you know what I'm referring to. But she doesn't say anything outspokely. But I know Melik would know that look. He'd know what his wife is expressing.
I do know there's a. Let's see. Okay. Anything else concerning? No, nothing else going on right now, other than. That's about it. But I do know. I get information whispered to some area to. Don't worry. It won't take long for them to get over there, but it might take them a while because of the other incident that happened because of the stupid moon. Anyways.
What? What
Let's-
happened?
If he's gonna check up. Mazzetti, you feeling already better?
She's fine. I'm fine. She's fine, but she's just like, I'm gonna be tired of peaches for a while. She was like that comment.
If Vesca calls up, just be glad I didn't add the cocoa to it. Nah.
I'll make sure we don't have any peaches for a while. When we get back, I'll tell Bella to not make any peach stuff.
Mm.
Meanwhile, she makes a peach pie for us when we get back.
Yes, and Gilbo's not around to eat it.
Well, by the time they do get back, maybe he's actually fine. Because they can't instantly just transport back, though.
No.
I know.
I mean, whatever time it takes to get there, it's gonna take time to get back, right?
Yeah. Okay. Do. Well, at
I
least
guess
we
it'll be
can
late
try.
in the day now, right?
It's like kind of like, I think it would be about 4 in the afternoon.
I guess we can get a move on then.
Well, you know how to dispel that thing.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't have to, but he's gonna do it. He's like, alright. And he's just gonna dispel with everyone in it. He's just gonna drop everyone on the ground, but that's what happens when it's dispelled. Anything that's in it is just anything that's put in it from the outside just gets plopped on the ground.
More likely everyone already was out before you dispelled it anyways.
He's gonna dispel it.
And someone did forget to take something out. It's this bottle.
I guess looks over to Vesca. Mm-hmm.
Anything that was originally supposed to be in there, that's more they would have thought hell. If someone left a bottle.
Let's get it back on the move.
Back into the spider web. He says with a joke.
That's not what it says.
What do you think it is?
I'd rather not think about it.
What would be a problem with spiders? Anyways.
I fell into a small spider cave when I was younger. The Zeta had to pull me out.
But you know, I'm a kind of interesting fan of their shapes. And most of my vehicles, my most higher functioning shapes of vehicles tend to be kind of spider shaped. Anyways. Because they tend to be the most efficient for almost all terrains.
So they can just continue on?
Yep, they do. On the road again. Oh, wait.
On the
well, even though there's no road.
Just can't wait to get back on the road again.
As he just makes the... Because even though they're inside, you wouldn't notice the difference. All he did is make the legs longer so they can still the claws. So it turned into normal spider to daddy long legs. Yes, that looks wonderful. At least they don't have to worry of it. And it reverts back to normal once it gets on the other side. As in normal spider looking. Jupiter. Ah, my spiders. Anyways,
Yeah,
spiders are good. You being bitten by mosquitoes.
Hmm. Just no one get bitten by mosquitoes anymore.
Yeah, you still get bitten by them. They won't they won't infect you with something. Whatever the heck Shin did. Doctor,
Huh?
maybe it rain funny rain. Anyways, catch. Actually, it's to say he may have sterilized the plant and of all of its diseases, which I don't think that was a good idea. Because now there's a chance that we can get uncompromised. He just randomly says.
Vesca's like, oh right, where you end up without special
I
antibodies
know
here.
what it sort of means.
She explains it in in a way that even a monkey will understand it.
Do
Like,
you believe me to be just some wolf in the woods?
it's just like, well, it sure doesn't. You sure? Well, I don't know. There have been multiple times where I've had to try to explain shit to you.
Yes, but I'm not some numbskull wolf in the woods. I'm more involved than that.
She's like, fine, but let me explain in a way with someone with basic fucking education will understand.
I never asked to be explained. I understand how it works.
So, but Shin always goes a little overboard sometimes.
She's like, well, that's just Shin.
But we can't usually tell him to stop because he's stronger than everybody. Anyways.
And she's like, besides, you're a doofy little dog. You can be a doofy little dog. Sometimes she scruffs Alarix's head, and then she's like, oops, sorry, I forgot you'd not into that.
At least not into it from you.
And like this is like size. I swear you give him more attention than me.
It's just an effect I have as a dog.
And she looks at Milk. She's like, yeah, but you get access to my quote unquote special cake slice.
Please, please. Save it for the bedroom, please.
I had to say that because Twitch likes to freak out if you say the other thing.
If you want to have a couples talk, please do it not here.
She's like, yeah, because you're so good with relationships.
He narrows his eyes. I didn't like the way you said that.
When the archangel of compassion herself is like, you're not as good at this as you think. There's being passionate, and then there's being lustful. but it's funny. And she's like, I
It's
just
just-
hope.
Just kick
Like
this.
her
Can we
back.
kick this in the high gear and get this trip over with?
We're already moving.
In high gear? Is this the fastest thing can go? Don't you have god business to do? Or did you like clear your schedule for the month?
Usually, only time I need to do anything when data malfunctions.
And Vesca's like, and if you're gonna act so rude, you're lucky we don't just ditch you out here in the middle of nowhere and let you fend for yourself.
And the reason why
I jest.
the reason why I'm not is because of that little one.
So you're thinking about it?
No. Because I'm not as actually bothered by him as much as she is, but I'm a little bit more. I'm not having issues with
Also,
this. She's just
as much as I was kidding, that's not very compassionate if the god of compassion just leave people in the woods.
And she's like, well, when how you were behaving was, what you were acting was so rude. It eventually gets to the point where I don't even want to bother. Because when the goblin was giving you obvious signs that she was distressed and all this shit, you simply ignored it, and kept going. What kind of compassion is that? To make someone uncomfortable and still keep pushing.
I saw none of this.
No, but she is stating an obvious fact.
Which Alex actually noticed none of it.
Ernest actually pipes up. He actually had no idea.
He's like, I think the fact that she kept trying to distance herself was a pretty big clue.
Yeah, but he did not know anything about your culture till now.
I know, but she's just pointing out that behavior should have been a cue that something was off.
You know, but not all the time. When sometimes it's kind of hard to tell.
And she's like,
remember, it's sometimes. Remember, it's not intelligence to be aware that Lovejaw, it's wisdom.
I guess.
That today's has not been a very good day for a birthday.
And she's like,
that's why, only reason why Ernest is somewhat defending him a little bit from the situation is because he actually wasn't really aware. And he did not know this culture of the culture that of her species. When they actually do breed with them, that's classified as marriage.
Gilbo also didn't speak up at all, other than
about
other people.
It's because her signs were kind of obvious.
Not really.
The distancing thing.
Yeah, but.
Yeah, Alex just took that as, oh, she's busy.
Yeah.
It's like, if she's busy, I'm not gonna seek her out.
Because he didn't really know what was going on, thought you were busy doing something, the character.
I know, but Vesca is pointing out that it wasn't just that.
Yeah, but he wouldn't understood what it was. Because let you know, the person that's actually she's talking to is actually Ernest.
Either way, you two. I'll speak with her when I get back.
And she's like, she comments if she's even there.
Yeah, Alex didn't. I'm just gonna play it off like Alex didn't even heard that part. Sorry, did you just say something?
Nope. And she's like, you'll figure it out when you get back.
There's a reason why
she looks at her husband with a look like he knows what she's talking about.
Well, Ernest's other hand is only reason why the only issue with this situation. Also, the problem with the situation, the different individuals that approached, it also let you know, didn't help that there's some problems with this country that certain foundling spheres that I did randomly approach because they're oddballs.
Oddball?
For example, this weird situation with Veer that one time.
Hey yo, oddball mentioned.
The situation. That was funny. They were stuck as a woman.
Oh my gosh. And Vesca's like.
Anyways. Want to know what happened to the child out of that situation?
Yeah, whatever happened to that child?
Vegan has a 60% chance to have a child that isn't a person.
Mm-hmm.
But they're a woken animal. But what's ironic? They are a golden retriever.
Oh, they're just a golden retriever.
Yep.
Dang, can he have his son or daughter or whatever?
So he's not too sure what to do with them.
Man, just gets back home and there's just a dog waiting there.
Puppy.
Is this a late birthday present? Doesn't even tell him it's his kid. It's like, oh, look at that. Here, got me a birthday present.
Doesn't realize it can talk. And for some reason it can learn to speak common.
Next thing you know, it's like da 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 da. It's like
wait.
Just imagine the concern meme from Alex. Like,
that's why I'm that's why. But let you know this, because he would have told him if listening this gave that to you without me telling you that, you would not have known that. That would have been hilarious. If you do wound up with a puppy that seems to be a golden retriever, at least you'll know in advance now on where that came from.
Yeah. Alex is just gonna, I guess, continue down the path, or down. I guess there's no path. Just continuing and talking with
because this is one of. As well as Ernest about this Ellie level, because I wonder when he's gonna, he's debating to when to give the puppy to you, because it is just a domestic dog. So
makes sense.
it's not a weird animal, like what happened a few times with somebody. Oh goodness.
Alright.
Okay. The children that actually he has made aid with Acro or Silly.
With who?
Oh, his primary mate.
Bella? Is Bella?
Me.
Would Bella be the primary mate then? I guess.
No, Acro is the god of magic.
Oh, okay, okay. I thought you were talking about Alrix's. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's Year's primary mate is the god of magic, and the other one is Acro. Because her name is what's his name doesn't really care what his face does, but because of that silly little curse where whatever they have a 60% chance having a child that isn't a person. But then there's this 40% chance they are a person. There's a 20% chance they can be completely not what the father parent is.
It's like, oh dang, another bear.
Or some other generally it would be one of it would be an Arkin, or it'd be any of the other species, which is funny. One of the currents. I know what it would be. There's a chance it could be any other humanoid, say a humanoid like sapient range out there is one of the options it could be. Then there's a chance it could be any type of Arkin, or it can be exactly what it's supposed to be. Or then there's a 1% chance it will actually be a podling spare. And then there's I think I'm more disappointed that it is a public spare child. These it's a weird occurrence.
Yeah, so as they, I guess, continue along, he's just gonna chat with Nezetta the whole time.
Happy. Meanwhile, in the desert, it's someone's back.
Desert.
Any bad luck rolls? Any bad rolls?
No, nothing really exciting over there. Other than he gave him a Snickers.
Hey, here, have another Snickers.
Here, some more snacks you've probably never seen in your life.
You eat it. Just don't throw it in the pool.
Or on the ground.
True.
Because once he was done eating, he'll just magically take the raptor. That's what he's been doing.
Has he just been surviving purely off of Snickers this whole time?
Bro.
No random different modern food items.
It's like, oh yes, here's a bag of Skittles. These are colors I've never seen before in such bright shades.
True.
He's gonna get diabetes.
Sure hope not.
That was a joke.
He starts struggling walking through the desert because he just has gained 10 pounds.
Oh god.
But he's burning so much calories by just walking.
Real.
Anyway.
He just burns calories just by standing there in the sun.
Well, we're on the point where it's to the next rest point. For him.
Yep, Alrix is 23 now, I think.
Tato.
Alrix is 22. Alec is now 22 years old.
Is it cool if I go ahead and call it a point here and head
Yeah,
out?
sure.
Cool.
That's
Yeah, you
fine.
can.
Also, I forgot to tell you to level up.
Yeah. Let's do that real quick.
And I think your
Uh,
guys, since your engineer is your highest thing, I think you would be a D10 plus whatever your. I don't think you have a con. Have to double check at your shit. Yeah, you don't have a con, so it's just a D10.
Mm,
And you have no constitution.
no. No constitution.
And some constitution.
It's real.
eat your veggies, damn it.
Nah. I'm too busy eating
He's
all
a-
this junk food.
At least it tastes good, right?
But he is getting. There is a thing related by traveling this much. Also, does do something, but
What am I rolling?
it's a D10. But if you get below what is it? Okay, I guess you just get that. You add that to what you has, which is the for I think that would be this number. And also, I think you have a point you can spend somewhere.
Oh, okay, cool.
And also, I need to check to see if you got anything else.
I'm gonna put a single point in dexterity.
You're gonna get that dex up.
Probably shouldn't, but yeah. I'm just gonna put him anywhere, honestly. Um.
If there's anything else that you need to do, it'll have to bug you when you're not pooped or something sometime later if you're not too busy.
Sure.
Not you.
Cool.
Is it? Anyways, are you gonna put your? You didn't put your 3 here.
Oh.
Because I think you may have gained some slots.
Oh.
That's why. But I have to worry about that later.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, new spell.
So let's see. Because your V's are, but they don't. Nobody knows that though. Even yourself doesn't. But you eventually will know that you're a wizard once you get the fucking thing you're trying to get to.
Yeah.
So, wizard. You're a wizard, Eric.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I'm trying to
Wizard.
find something. What the fuck is it? Nope. Nope. Yeah. Oh. Oh yeah, you would have all your cantrips. As at this level. Means you would have one more cantrip.
Okay.
I'll just look at
Oh.
arrow. Hello, 1. That would be 10. Um, and then I think, what else did you? If here, I'm gonna boop this so I can. And you would gain one here. No, you don't have anything next. Let's see what you did. I. Fuck. Come on, defeat him. Sorry, Sorry, I'm trying to figure this out. By adding. I made your thing's a little easier, so I couldn't. There was this inputting the spot. Like, oh, you may get a certain custom spell in 4. Because I keep on trying to remember what, as you didn't get that level yet.
Mm-hmm.
I think you get your first force field.
Oh, cool.
The lesser force field, at least, if you knew how to use it.
Probably not.
But you don't.
Or do you? Gives lost music. I don't have 5 bodies buried in my backyard. Or do I?
Or do I?
Which kind of gives you it's let you know it's a reaction, a spell if you want to know.
Oh, okay.
That's what force field is, and and what it does if someone if you or a you and also you can do it as a special thing if instead of using what is it? Instead of doing it, instead of saving against something that's like, like a fireball,
Yeah.
you can use that spell slot instead of that level 4 spell slot to take half damage anyways.
Mm.
That's what it does. It's what it does. Anything that requires you to take half damage, including like from fire breath and everything like that.
Right.
And the greater one lets you take only a quarter of that damage.
I'm gonna go and remove here.
Beep beep. Bye.